No scripts, macros, or other software or hardware that gives you an advantage. This includes auto hotkey. If you are matched with a player you have blocked, you will need to unblock them for the duration of the match. We ask that all attendees please swap to an avatar with a minimum performance rating of 4 or better before the tournament starts. Do not change avatars during matches. Absolutely no troll or audio emitting avatars permitted. Stay within the staging area. No scripts, do not attempt to gain access to other software or hardware that gives you an advantage, and don't go beyond the screens. The world music is on a loop, so there is a volume slider right behind you in the respawn area if you do want to turn it off. Quest users, please keep your headset and controllers charged, as the tournament may run longer than usual. Tournament matches will be live streamed. Non-competitors can catch the action on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/blackaces. Links will be in Discord. And we do have a zero tolerance policy for slurs, so please keep your language respectful for the remainder of the stream. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get started off with our first match of the night.
Yeah, it's enough. Yeah, let's fight.
Let's fight.
All right, let's run it. The first two competitors that I'm going to be looking for are Hashijun and Kaz. Hashijun and Kaz. Please go to the planes. Hashi, you can go right. Kaz, you can go left. And I wish
my body is shaking. I'm excited. I can't wait for this match.
No, this one's definitely going to be a good one. Both of them competed in the Calibri tournament last month. Overall, amazing dogfighters. They've been practicing pretty hard for this as well. Individually, Kaz, he was the first one. He earned a coin from us in the Vigan tournament that we held, the exhibition tournament. And it wasn't supposed to have a prize, but he did so well, and like we all agreed that 10, 9, he showed a good enough understanding that he deserved it. You know, he's been playing DCS. He's very well in tune with flight sims. And then Hashi, who's been a long-time competitor for God, I don't even know. I don't remember how long he's been competing for. Forever, probably longer than I have. Also been practicing very, very hard. Like, this should be a good fight.
Oh, he did win his block, so he should do well. You know.
Oh yeah.
So it comes down to two very experienced and competent pilots on top of that, just going at it against each other. So we've got the history, of course, the experience to back it up, you know. They can walk the walk and talk the talk. So it's going to be exciting what we have to see for today.
Oh, definitely. I mean, and I usually see both of them come to our instances, like the instructional sessions, and then the practice instance that usually follow after they're in. They're always learning new things. Like, I think it was Kaz. I think he messaged Ben. He's like, dude, after seeing like some of these videos and practicing, I can think of 40 things I've been doing wrong. And when I was practicing with them earlier, it definitely showed, because like he identified what he was doing wrong, and he's definitely improved. Into the merge, both opting for a vertical nose, getting his nose on first. Shot down. All right. What a shot. Good.
Right off the bat.
Yeah. Hashi moved it like
my lord, I was fixing something.
He was putting it all
rip the nose around and cook it out.
Basically.
Good.
Hashijun takes that round. That was an amazing shot. Wow.
All right, let me switch tabs really quick and give that win to Hashi for now. All right, the next couple of opponents that I'm going to be looking for are CXA Dice and Taoki. Is Dice? I see Taoki. Is Dice here? Is there a CXA Dice? If you were here, please move towards the stand.
I saw somebody with a name similar to that. It had a bunch of weird characters on it.
It might be them. Who knows?
I'm not seeing anybody yet.
Coming back with a verdict from a staff member.
Not seeing him down there, no.
All right, not seeing him. We're gonna. All right, Tayo, we're gonna skip your match for now in case that person joins. If they do not join by the time it's time for your match, we will give you an automatic win.
Yeah, if anybody down there knows him, go and send him a message. Tell him it's time to go, time to fight.
Yes, please.
All right, the next couple of people I'm looking for are Yazin and Ogata. Yazin and Ogata, please move to the stand.
There they are, and there they go.
Yep. I wish you both luck.
This is another example of two people that have been practicing really, really hard. I think Yazin's been practicing a little bit longer. He's a little more experienced than Ogata, but Ogata's also been putting his nose to the grindstone and practicing in these planes.
8, 7, 6.
It's definitely one of the things I love about the Japanese community. Like, they're hungry for the win and they go after it.
Very dedicated to their craft, to say the least.
Oh, yeah. Like a lot of them, again, they go to the Flying Penguins instances. They practice a lot with those guys. Very knowledgeable group, very experienced group. You know, you got people like Piku, Ioka, and of course Yumedori, who teach them, and of course, us as well. More so Ben. He hangs out with them a little bit better, but a little bit more just because he's got the better time zone for it.
I do. My early morning lines up with them very well.
Yeah,
I fight and practice with them a lot.
And of course, you have a very interesting way of teaching these pilots from the get-go. I heard there was an incident regarding you picking up one of those pilots and telling them that you're gonna learn BFM. You know, you're gonna grind until you die, basically. And here we go.
Ogata merging very, very fast. Yazin,
Yazin,
he merged much more optimally, but he held on to his energy rather than cut in, gave up turning room to Ogata, who looks like he cut into a circle really well. He's already starting to get winning cues off the bat. And going into Yazin cutting his burn or trying to give him closure issues.
Continue his plane of motion. So
Ogata didn't fall for it.
Here we go.
Switched
From
to
pure pursuit. In lag, not enough. Not just yet.
There you go.
A questionable reverse. Reverse out right in front of him. He's very, very slow. Reversing in front of him again. That's nose on, shots out. I'm surprised he's not hitting him.
Oh my God. Oh, there it is.
That one. Good shot.
Won the match, pilot.
No, very good follow-on BFM from Ogata.
You are dead.
Held down the trigger in a nice burst to finish him off.
No, he built up his position first, and then he maintained it.
Mm-hmm.
Nicely done.
All right. Let's see. That was a good match. Good match. The next one I'm looking for is Kazu and Biocyan. Kazu and Biocyan, please move to the stand.
Oh, you mean Koronoko? Is Koronoko here?
Kazu-san, yeah, Kazu-san.
Yeah.
And Bio.
Yeah, that's Koronoko. Hold on, he was online earlier. Let me.
I think they might be having technical issues. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm gonna look and see if he's online.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, while there may be some issues there, we will skip that match. We'll move on. Bio, if you don't mind coming back this direction for a bit. I know I have Kago. I saw Kago down there. Do I have Slender? Slender 88. Are you here?
Slender's here.
All right. Kago and Slender, please go to the planes. And I wish you both luck. Gabate.
This should be another pretty good one. Slender's a little new to the competition game, but he's not new to flying. You usually see him out in Publix. And again, very well practiced in these planes.
Especially in the F-14.
Yeah.
I feel.
He's been putting up really good fights in the 15 too.
That's fine.
9.
Rather gifted, you could say, huh?
6.
And then Kaigo, I'm not sure who Kaigo is. I haven't met them. I can't really say too much about it. Oh.
I believe he's relatively new to flying, or at least the competitions. From what I can tell, or at least ours. But I am biased to him because he was in my block, so I hope he wins.
If you want to go back to the match just before this, I just saw Koronoko rejoin the instance, or Kazu.
Awesome.
Yeah, so
he just rejoined.
Koronoko and Bio can
cool.
fight.
Yep, we will loop back then after this.
Mm-hmm. Fabulous.
Looking like Slender's keeping it below, or at least nearby 400 Kaigo, opting for a little bit of a faster merge, but not a bad thing if you know how to work it. All right, no, he's slowing down now.
They're both going to merge at relatively similar speeds, it seems. I go a bit faster than
Merge.
turning in opposite relative directions, but they kind of align themselves going into the other one.
Nose to nose, Kaigo just outrunning Slender's there.
Yeah.
Kaigo holding on to a little bit more speed than Slender, and I think he knows. I think he can identify. He sees Slender just kind of sitting still.
Right now. There you go. Nice.
And he's going to be regaining his speed very, very quickly. Slender's looking like he's trying to cut into Kygo's circle, but as they spiral down towards the deck, he's not going to have the altitude for that. They're both going to have to settle in for the rate. Kygo hitting the deck with just a little bit more energy than Slender did, which, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, doesn't seem like it would be a big difference, but it definitely is. It's more instantaneous that he can work with than Slender. Slender, you know, they bled down to pretty similar speeds. Slender's holding on to a little bit more. I'd argue he's much more optimal in the rate band, or at least was holding it much more optimal, and it's starting to show. You can see on his screen, he's starting to get Kygo further and further in front of him, but that's also from the offset that's generating between their circles.
Probably a very high expected gun pass for Slender here. I feel they're going to end up with a neutral pass.
He might be planning on making it more severe than reversing this into, well, not just getting nose on the first, but he might be switches up the circle is very far.
There we go, neutral pass.
I mean it was right there for him.
Emotions. Yeah. Didn't commit to the changing the fight or redefining it.
He might be going for a nose on missile shot.
Oh my! Shots off between each other.
Back into no hits. Recommitment with each other. Very similar energy state. Kygo gets his nose on first. They're keeping it in the one.
Ooh, shifts away a little bit.
He's trying to cut into Kygo's circle there. And it looks like it's paid off for him now. He's sitting behind Kygo. Shots out. That's it right there. He took him out.
Takes it.
Very nice.
Nicely done.
All right. That one will go to Slender. Fear not, Kygo. Don't forget that there is the second part of the bracket, so you are not out yet. All right. Looping back, can I get Kazu-sen and Bio-Cyan? Kazu and Bio.
Kornoko.
Go,
Kornoko, sorry. Apologies.
It's okay.
I wish you both luck.
Yep, now Kornoko. He's definitely been competing for quite some time.
This is the one I grabbed in that video and told him to.
Yep.
Hey, you will learn
VFM.
And we did. It was very fun.
No, he's very well versed in
that. I taught him how to energy trap people in the F-15. I'll be curious to see if he uses it at all.
He might.
It's very hard to do, but it's very funny watching people in a plane that can go muck in a vertical get energy trapped. So
see,
yeah, but I wouldn't count Bio out though. Like Bio is very well experienced. Bio's been Bio, I know for sure, has been competing for longer than I have. He's been showing up to the BFM breakdown sessions and the practice sessions, and we've seen his progress make leaps and bounds.
He had a clean sweep in his block as well.
Yes, absolutely. That would be my block. He absolutely swept the competition all the way through in winner's bracket and took it.
He wasn't more than an advanced pilot because of how much he's competed, or intermediate, honestly. But Bio-Cyan using probably the ledge of the ocean to get lower than his opponent, I assume.
I don't know. It's looking like he's getting to the same altitude as ground level. He's not really dipping down below it as he passes over. Right out in front of us. And into the merge.
Into the merge.
Like going a bit oblique and horizontal to the merge of Bio-Cyan. Commits to the vertical. There you go.
Bio-Cyan kept his lift vector on Kornoko just a little bit longer than Kornoko kept his on Bio. And it's starting to show. His Bio's taken a early advantage. He's got slight winning cues, not major, but it is winning. Kornoko's going to need to identify and pick up on that soon if he wants to redefine and turn this fight
maybe a bit too fast, honestly, currently.
Just a little bit. Not by much. Bio-Cyan's he may be a little fast, but Bio-Cyan's just a little bit slow. He's brought it back up now. They're very similar in energy stage. They both start spiraling.
There's also a bit of an incline, so they also have to maintain their rate whilst also climbing a bit, so not bleeding.
Yeah, but I mean the argument here though is that you can bleed down a little bit of your speed just because now with the implementation of vertical play. If you try to maintain optimal rate, it's just going to widen your circle up because now you're fighting gravity as well, where it's going slower. it could help you out a lot. I think Bioscience picked up on that, because look at all that nose position he's getting. He's not that much slower than Coronoko is. He's working his way around the circle. If I had to guess right now,
the more horizontal, the more vertical input you put into your rate fight, the more your kind of circles kind of align and become almost tighter, in a sense, if that makes sense. Kind of like a corkscrew. When you reach the tip of that spear.
It's a good way to transition into a roller if you have the closure and the small amount of range. Because like in these, you definitely see in past fights, like in the Biggin tournament, mine and Piku's fight, when we were spiraling upwards, you could see like the closure between us. We were getting really close to one another, and then we would widen out. Lessons learned.
See it as well. There's a bit of offset as well. I wonder if when they start going down in a moment, who commits first? The game of chicken, basically.
Ooh.
I mean, I would say Coronoco's committing downwards first.
Yeah.
Bioscience holding on to a little bit of fuel. Coronoco's flaps are down. It looks like he's going for a radius here. He is. Look at all that closure between him. He closed the distance between them. Nose down first. Biocyan maneuvering in relation with him as Coronoko rips on his nose, on his controls, trying to get his nose on first. Bioscience just maintaining a small position behind him though. This is where Coronoko needs to get him.
Yeah, they're running out of gas.
They're running out of gas. Look at the time.
Flaps go up. Coronoko might get a shot.
No gas yet.
He doesn't have the energy to pull his nose on.
No need.
I couldn't help myself.
Oh my!
Bioscience nose dips down first though.
Here we go.
That's a big wide target.
Watch out, Bioscience! Watch out! Oh no!
Oh Lord!
No hits.
My God!
Definitely
hit him. He got his
Engine's out!
There it is. There it is.
There it is!
He took him out.
Can they survive this?
Oh, they got there. He's got plenty of altitude. He's getting his nose back up. He's just gliding it now.
He's fine,
And look at all that. He did, taking it nice and easy.
He's
that's perfectly landable
right now.
Oh,
He
he's there.
he belly landed it with no health taken.
That is
right. I'd give that to him.
He made it.
All right,
He'll take that match.
Sugarcoating it.
All right, next two I'm looking for. I want Inner Echo and Egg. Inner Echo and Communist Egg. Please go to the stage.
While these tournaments are happening, folks. Oh, sorry. Just going to say, I was going to say, as these tournaments are happening, ladies and gentlemen, before your next match, be sure to stay hydrated and, of course, drink plenty of water. Of course.
You know what? I'll do just that.
Exactly. Thank you.
Totally staying hydrated.
Yeah, it'll totally be water.
I got a nice tall glass.
Fire water.
Yeah. Absolutely.
10.
Got a nice tall glass of refreshing cold Sachan milk.
5.
I got a Capri Sun roaring water.
I'm gonna warn Andy. I'm warning Andy. I'm gonna warn Andy.
A little bit about these two.
What? It's just milk.
I've known him for a little bit. He's competed before, but not that much. Usually see him in public lobbies, and I know he's been practicing for this as well. He's also been coming to the instructional and practice sessions. Inner Echo, same thing. Usually see him in public lobbies as well. He's been going to instructional sessions. I've seen both of these dudes get a lot better.
Both competed in our tournaments. The Calibri and the Biggin tournament.
I think only
there in the
he is as far as ELO goes. Inner Echo, he made finals for the Calibri. I don't think Communist did, but I don't remember how many no-shows were in Inner Echo's block.
We're getting this hug in the merge.
Merge.
Inner Echo, way fast, giving a turning room to Communist.
Box 2.
That's a missile. It looks like it's trapped.
Missiles
defeated.
Nope, Flair defeats it, but now Communist Egg's got a huge advantage over Inner Echo. His energy state is way better. He's closer to optimal rate. He's got winning cues, and they go into
way further behind him.
Yeah, no, and then they go into the deck transition for the raid fight where Communist A had a way better transition than Inner Echo. Inner Echo's super slow.
Inner Echo reverses the turn. Very desperate attack. Communist A takes it.
That was an interesting move from Echo.
Nah, so the case in point, it's a case in point as to why you don't just reverse out in front of your opponent's nose. That will happen. That was a move of
The
desperation.
reversals do be dangerous. If you're not Echo, you're still in it.
They just need to be
Yes.
well timed, is all.
A bit early.
All
in my
right.
opinion.
All right. I have forgotten how to say this name. I am so sorry. I know you were
Oh,
in my
boy.
block, but it's been a week and I have bad memory. But he's got 1942 in his name. Do you remember him? That's why I called him in the block. Yeah, I was like, I'm so
Right.
sorry, but you're
Yeah,
up.
he's like,
As well
nice.
as Tekken.
Yeah.
Tekken? Is the Tekken here?
Take it.
Tekken.
Tekken 0402.
Yeah, there you go. He's here.
Yeah, there you are. You got it, bro.
There he is.
Please move to the
Okay.
stage, both of you, and I wish you both
I
luck.
got the button.
Ganbatte.
Yeah, I got the button. I'll wait till they get it.
That's my favorite Tekken, man. Oh my god. Takes me back.
Who the fuck is this guy? Whoa. Okay.
10,
Right.
9, 8, 7, 6.
This one should be a pretty good one as well. I don't really know Tekken all that well. I haven't really met them, but I do know 1942. I met him when we did the 4v4 F-16 F-15 tournament. I want to say he was on Bamboo's team, and then he also he's been competing since then. He was also on one of the Japanese teams for the F5 4v4 tournament that happened earlier this year. He's definitely been practicing in these planes as well, very well versed in
I've fought them a lot.
VFM.
They're very good.
Yeah, again, I'd love to say something good about Tekken, but I don't know him. I haven't met him.
They're relatively new from my experience. I do know them.
Man.
I've only done a few fights with them. It's been to one of our practice sessions before. I do know that.
Has he been?
Probably like 2 weeks. Yeah, like 2 weeks ago.
Hey, you know
yeah,
him right
this is
on.
one of the items that we have now.
Into the merge.
Into the merge.
Tekken merged just a little bit faster in 1942, but it
forgot we
looks
have one
like
of
he's
these
pushing to
ones.
lag
Happy
and taking his circle pushing away just to avoid that head-on shot and into the raid. Good move on him. 1942 is way fast. Good lord, he needs to bleed down some of that speed using the vertical. Try and get rid of some of that Tekken. Nice and settled into the raid band. Still a little bit high, but he's pretty well seated into it. And he's also got a really nice position as he pulls his nose around. Oh, we might see a shot here. Maybe not.
Might be
That's
enough.
a quick snapshot.
1942 reverses into the one circle fight, reversing right into the nose.
But Tekken has the position though. As he comes back down from that high yo-yo of his, that's a single shot.
That's bad.
How did you miss? How did you miss?
How did you miss? What are you aiming at?
Well, that's fine. He's got a nice low target rating. That's
Okay,
almost
there
right.
you
It's a
go.
big
That might be it right there. Oh, never mind. No, it's not. It's
No.
1942 makes second overshoot, but he's gonna stall out.
No, he's
He's stalling.
His engine out?
Oh.
No, he didn't take his engine out.
No, he's stalling.
1992 trying to get us to overshoot with less speed, but
Oh man!
oh no. No.
Damn.
I mean,
What are you aiming at?
good setup, but
Fear not,
brother,
though.
you 2 times you had a big wide target
There
to shoot.
is
How'd
the
you
secondary
miss?
bracket.
No, good job. That was very good,
Good stuff,
position
good stuff.
building on his end. Like, it was very controlled. Good job.
Very
I must
exciting
admit,
match
I'm
right
feeling
there.
a stark different level of like professionalism here going on in this announcer booth. Like you guys are over here talking all serious, like being super nerds on the planes. I'm over here waving a Pride Month like wand just because it's funny. I'm like,
Announce the next people.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, you're the one in charge.
Do your job.
Alright, can I get I know we have Holomu. Holomu's down there. Is Ganuma down there as well? Ganuma? Oh, yeah, there you are.
Ganuma.
Both of you, please
There you
go to the
are.
plane.
There he is.
I wish you both luck. Come up there.
Out here trying to run a tournament, and Reason's over here jingling keys to himself.
Jingle jingle. I gotta keep my own focus. I said,
Look at
I said
the
my own
shiny,
favorite
look at
word.
the shiny. It's okay. It's okay.
He said, "Oh my God, is that a two-circle fight? Oh, let me jingle the keys right in front of my face, right here. Jingle, jingle. Hello."
Damn, I'm falling asleep.
Bit about these two, Holomoon and Ganuma.
That's
I
crazy.
actually speak on both of these guys. Like, know them very, very well. They've been competing
He's
for
got
a
an
while.
ADD trap himself.
Been coming to practices. Have been practicing in these planes. Like, this is going to be another really good match. I want to say that it's fairly similar as far as experience goes, but I know Ganuma, he was a little bit newer around the F5 4v4 tournament. Holomew, I think he's been a little bit more experienced.
On the bottom there, please.
I'm just chilling up here watching.
I think he's been dogfighting for just a little bit longer, but for how much longer, I'm not exact. I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, we still got gear down from Ganuma.
Oh shit.
Hey, it could be a strat. We've seen gears down work before.
That's true. Extra drag. Maybe? No, he put him up.
Yeah,
he
and
finally
the
realized.
qualifiers, I did sight the people who had their gears down, merged at 200 and went for the missile shots. On the
Holomew
first
maintaining about
first turn.
420 to 430 knots. A little bit of a
That must have been an exciting match.
Let's see how it works out for him. Ganuma emerging a little bit slower. Opting for horizontal response.
What is this? Holomew, what are you doing? Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Missile! Oh! Wow. I think Holomew disconnected. Hold on a second.
I think he did too. Look, he's still floating out there.
Yeah, looks like it.
But his plane just respawned and it's free falling now.
Technical issues on their end. We'll take a technical pause. In the meantime,
yeah, he's stuck out there. He disconnected.
well, in the meantime, folks, how y'all doing out there? Y'all doing okay?
No, if you can, I'd say go to the next match. Just give him some time to come back. I know
No,
he
Andy,
definitely
no.
will.
Not doing great out here.
Well, that's too bad.
Yeah, what's the field report, Non? What's going on down there? How
What's
are
the field report,
contestants?
Don?
How's the weather
All right.
out there? It's raining.
Well,
Win.
I'm waiting to see Holomew
It's
back
raining
in the
sideways.
meantime.
It's running sideways.
Did you have an umbrella? I had one. Where is it? Inside out, 2 miles away.
Okay, well, I just like called the other guy.
Bring me some soup.
No, come on.
Kind of chunky.
Well,
Next
No, I'm just.
yeah, in the meantime, while we wait for Holomew and let his technical issues sort themselves out, let's go on to a couple other matches that we can. Can I get Ogata once again and Kazusen? Ogata and Kazusen, please go to your planes.
They stink real bad.
All right. Ogata and Koronoko. Yes, okay. Yep, they're both down there. They're heading up towards the stage.
I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at remembering the names, dude. I'm just reading what's in front of me.
Never give
you're
up.
Good. You're good. It's all right. That's why we're here. It's a team effort, guys.
No, it's just
It's a team
hates
effort.
me, I guess. No.
Huddle together. Put your hand right there.
Response, just to never give up.
You just gotta say that, and I was like, no, why do they hate me?
I see how it is.
10, 9, 8.
Again, both of these guys have been competing quite frivolously. Good lord, that's a hard word to say. Frivolously to win this.
Young man.
I'd say Kornoko's maybe got a little bit more experience than Ogata, though. Yes, young
We're
man.
gonna put that thing. There it is.
How?
Wait, that's not it.
That is
Wait,
wow.
what the fuck?
Oh, thank you.
Oh no.
All right, there we go. The return of
Just
Holomew.
tweaking.
Rise of the King. He is back.
Rise of the King. He is back.
Is that it?
Evil.
Yeah, that's it. I misplaced something really
He probably just had a ping spike or
I'm
something.
just making a bunch of
More
noise.
than
when I
likely.
was-
Jesus?
Like when I was in Korea and in similar time zone, similar part of the world, I had those issues every now and again. I actually had it in the F-18 tournament.
I don't know.
No, that was someone else. This should be a pretty
You
good
have a
one.
moment to speak about
Ogata's
our Lord and
really,
Savior,
really
Polo
fast. I
from
mean, he's
Spice
starting
and
to slow
Why,
down.
yes, I
now.
do, as a matter of fact. Tell me more.
Most similar energy states into the merge.
Yeah, but Ogata's a little bit slower than he was. Getting down to rate
Damn,
fan
that's wild.
faster than Koronoko. But
Sign me
Koronoko
up.
had more instantaneous to
That's all I
work.
needed.
Ogata getting his nose on first. Not enough lead for a shot, though. Heavily offset in this two-circuit fight, though. Koronoko
All I needed to
onto
know.
his speed just a little bit better than Ogata can. But Ogata, even though he's slower, is much more optimal in the rate. He's trying to work the offset to get a gunshot.
I wouldn't say more optimal in the rate with Ogata, a bit slow, but might get nose on first.
Koronoko, I was saying that Koronoko was, he was quite fast.
Okay.
Ogata was like down at 290 and Coronoko was like at 320. No, got this nice and slow. Well, at a rate band. He's starting to outrun his nose with each of these turns because he's outrating Ogata. Ogata's gonna start getting some speed back here. Although what he might be trying to do too is he's got the parameters for it, but he's got to do it soon. Like you can see when they both cross at that offset, that's his.
Just not moving that nose, and Coronoko climbs that up as well, which Ogata can't do because they're so slow. Coronoko could literally just slide him right behind them, come down.
That's exactly what it looks like he's doing.
Nice.
Like instantaneous. That's lead shots out.
There it is. There it is. There's the engine. It's out.
And Ogata's now spinning out
into
a
vertical flat spin, but getting taken out. Confirm kill.
Good decision making on Coronoko's part. Rather than rushing the kill, he set up his position first. Very nice.
Started off strong.
Yes.
Absolutely. Right. Started off strong, but unfortunately goes off Coronoko in the end.
Yeah, no, if you're going to play it aggressive, you need to keep it aggressive, keep him in that one circle and keep the pressure on. Otherwise, what we just saw is what's going to happen. Your nose is going to get outran, you're going to get outrated.
Energy is your long game.
Energy's the short game.
Thank you for coming to this TED Talk. No, I'm just playing. Can I get Holomoon back up now? And Ganuma.
Yeah, no,
Reason was so eager.
There, okay. I get confused.
I'm just giving y'all crap.
It's okay, see, I know in your advanced engage CD, I know that.
No, memory's not quite what it used to be. Oh, man.
Yeah, I know. It's okay.
That's okay. That's why I got the younger folk to yell at like you and Andy.
Happy was here, Happy is left.
Happy was here, and there they go.
Okay.
I used to be happy as well.
10.
Once
Did you say, could you yell at people?
7.
No.
Oh, yeah, because of the younger generation.
Ow.
3.
Yeah, same.
I do
I'm more than happy to go yell at somebody.
Ben's always really mean.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's true. Ben's one of the meanest people, I think, that's out there.
My God, Ben. Ben, how could you?
He'll just go around giggling at you and then won't elaborate.
Oh shit!
And then you ask him, "What's so funny, Ben?" And then he giggles more because you don't know.
Man, waving that rainbow wand around had some peripheral effects. I think it affected one of them.
Yeah, exactly.
What was it? I heard someone call it an Aztec death whistle, where you're just flying around and you hear that, and you die.
They used to call Ben in high school the giggling bandit for the most part.
The giggling
banshee.
Sit in the whistle in the front of the plane so the wind just blows
Ganuma emerging a lot slower than he just bled his speed severely.
Okay.
If you're getting credit
between the two of them.
You do a Corsair tournament.
It's got a little bit of range between their circles, though, between their point of launch.
Whistling death.
We could do something with that. We'll see. They're fairly neutral right now. Maybe Holomu is being a little bit more aggressive on these turns when he goes in on their offset. So I mean, he might start pulling out. He might pull Ganuma out in front of him, but we'll see.
On the front of my plane.
Ganuma's looking great pretty well too. So he may be able to realign this fight. They're still fairly neutral. What they call them slight winning cues with the offset that they have. There's more options for the both of them as far as the fight goes. See what they do.
Video where the dude goes into the bathroom and just blows into the death whistle.
Ganuma looks like Ganuma's actually outrunning Holomu. He's holding optimal rate just a little bit longer than he started.
Oh my!
Right there.
Now look, you can see like Ganuma's been holding a little bit more of a consistent speed. It's starting to pay off. Holomu is slowly going more and more forward in his canopy and towards his HUD. They're still offset, but not to the same severity as they were before. I think Ganuma's he's realigning their circle pretty well now that he's winning.
Holomu might have committed too much on that offset, in trying to force that head-on neutral pass, but then Ganuma was able just to sit and more consistently. Right.
he was maintaining his speed, but I think he didn't commit to the offset enough. Like if he committed just a little bit more, start a little slower, get that neutral pass, and redefine it into a one circle. Ganuma got respawned.
What just happened?
No, Ganuma got respawned. There's some.
Someone is about to get put 6 feet under.
Yeah, no, that's a desynced quest kid.
That is
Happens all-
very unfortunate.
That happens.
These things do happen.
Wow.
These things do happen, unfortunately. As some of our
it's an
staff
issue in
will work
public
with that
waters.
person.
Absolutely.
It's not a huge issue.
As I proceed to make my way down the steps and go ahead and stump a mud hole in them and walk it dry, we're going to go ahead and rematch.
Yep, Halamu and
Yep.
Ganuma, you can please return to your planes. I apologize for that.
Yeah, like that was progressing really, really well too. A lot
Gomez
of
was getting great.
It was,
for him.
the plane got
It was getting so
respawned.
good.
Gambate.
That's all right.
Anyway,
Look, they're both very well skilled pilots. I'm sure they're going to get into the same exact situation as before, unless one of them decides to change something up. Who knows? We'll see.
yeah, maybe they learn and they went, I've got this
They're like,
chance.
all right, I can expect this person to do this. So now I'm going to try this instead. They won't see it coming.
Yeah.
That's what's always
Halamu
exciting.
might be a
about
bit
these.
more aggressive and force a one circle. We'll see.
I mean, he was more aggressive on the get go, on the last
Yeah.
one, but I think he didn't commit to that aggressive enough
No, that's what I'm
to
saying.
really
like,
capitalize on it.
they go for it more this time. Should be
We'll
curious to
see.
Again, the match was getting so good until that unfortunate respawn of the plane.
I don't know whoever.
Sorry about that, folks.
I couldn't see him fast enough.
Yeah, sorry about that, folks. Not part of the entertainment for tonight.
I think Non might have bopped them.
Okay,
Yeah, Grace 3. Yeah, they left.
Both of them heading in for the merge. Halamu was really fast. I mean, he's starting to slow down.
Line it
He's really, really
incomplete, so
fast.
I can see. But there we go.
Super fast. What's the plan here?
He might force
Just gonna
him to
take all
you
that
never know.
energy.
Ganuma
the
merging
first
slow
one.
again, cutting into a circle. Halamu cutting right back in. We're looking a little bit more neutral with a lot of offset between the two, but too much range to reverse and go into the one circles and settle into the rating. Halamu started that a lot faster than Ganuma did, cashing in on some of that energy, holding on to it though. Like he cashed in on some and spent it all. Yeah, he's investing in his future right now, but he's got a good position set up for him in this offset. You can kind of see it. He's reading all of his cues. He's watching when Ganuma's moving back in his canopy right now, moving back. He just crossed his plane of motion, and now you can see Ganuma starting to move forward in his canopy. So now he's going to pull, or he's not going to do that and try to realign. So maybe.
Sometimes
I'm
you
projecting
expect
here.
things to happen. There was many times last tournament I was like, they should do this, and then they didn't do that.
They're maintaining their offset, and they're still fairly neutral. All of you had a little bit of winning cues.
I feel
there,
like
but,
they could have built that offset more, because as soon as you have a little bit of offset in your favor, if you keep building it, it kind of has a snowball effect.
Well, he had a chance to, but then it looked like he bailed out. He started pulling, and then he just kind of extended away. Maybe he's trying to realign the circles. He's seeing, okay, like I've got winning cues right now. For the most part, I see the top, and I see the afterburner of his plane. Now let's try to realign the circles and just outrate him, which isn't a bad thing. You know, it's going to stabilize his position, and it's good for the long run. But like with how much fuel they have, like you want to get your time to kill as low as
I
possible.
agree. I'd much rather win the rate through geometry instead of, outrating my opponent. I'd just much rather build the geometric advantage in the angles to get a gun kill.
I mean, either that or like even if you can't get the gun kill on that, if they see your nose coming around, that's going to get them to panic. They're like, oh, I need to do this, and it's going to cause them to maybe make a mistake.
The amount of times I've shot at someone when I couldn't kill them, but they reversed for no reason because they think they could, is hilarious.
They try to jink out of the way.
Bluff. Yeah, you bluff them, because in the next turn I probably would have been too slow to get my nose onto them in the rate fight. Like kind of
Hitting a
too
high
much.
yo-yo. Looks like
offset.
he's committing to that offset now, making it much more severe, closing the range.
A bit too late though. The circles have aligned though, so it's too late to commit to that offset. Because all you're going to do is compromise on that rate. I feel
they're not completely aligned. Like they're still pretty
there's a
neutral,
tiny
but now we're running into fuel though. Ganuma
Ganuma
catching on to that. He cut his burner just before Holomew could, but I think they're both about to run into each other, or not run into each other, run into no fuel. As Ganuma desperately pulls his nose.
Ganuma!
Ganuma's gonna be over the ocean though, maybe.
Is this it?
Turn it
Is this your
around.
life,
Now when you
Ganuma?
Oh no, Ganuma's stuck.
Ganuma! Touch the ground, nice and gentle. Oh, you're pulling too
He's trying to flare it.
hard. Watch out! But he's got it.
Well, wait, well,
Holomew might be able to refuel.
Holomew might be able to get it though. He's right there.
Hold on. Don't count him out yet. Don't count him out yet.
He's got the angle for it. He's driving right on up to it. Ganuma's about to park in front of a building.
Ganuma, that's a building.
Oh, that's
Ganuma.
Touch the tip of his
Holomew
nose into the building.
Even though there's that delay, yep, Holomew's gonna get fuel. He's got
There it is. Slowly but surely.
That's it right there. I would just.
Holomew can continue to fight. Ganuma's over there making an Amazon delivery right now.
Make him kill him.
This is one of those.
If Holomew crashes into Ganuma,
let's let it play out just as a reminder for everybody that situations like this can happen. As frustrating as it may be for the opponent, these things by the rules that we have set and have been using for 5 years, it can happen.
That's a sitting still ground target.
As the Emperor puts his thumb down, Holomew finishes him off and kills him.
F-16 when Savory got to the runway and I couldn't because the mountain was in the way.
It was like
we'll take that one.
I know how it feels
just
when
that little bit closer to the runway.
You're like, oh no.
It's like being in a Coliseum and the Emperor just telling them to finish him off. Thumbs down, baby.
Yeah.
Let me swap back here. Can I get Slender and Communist Egg? Slender and Communist Egg. Wish you guys luck.
This one should be a pretty good match too. I know both of these guys. They like to try to force the one, so might get a little flat.
Force ones.
Like a flat or a roller right off the bat. We'll see. We'll see what they do.
That'd be pretty
Slender is a keyboard preference, so you know.
And he can use his canopy too.
Does he put it under his chin?
There's a canopy.
Is he a chest-bound keyboard warrior while he's playing keyboard?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't hold it like a Guitar Hero guitar. No, he does not. But he does.
Oh my god! Can you imagine like a keytar, but for VR chat?
Dude,
that'd be pretty wild.
That. I think
I'm gonna fly a plane on a keytar.
You should definitely do it. You should definitely do it. Flex on him.
Figure out a way.
Is his canopy broken? Thunder? What is that?
Yeah, it's like he's performing a solo with his keyboard while sitting down in his chair.
Canopy, but hey, it might help him out though. You never know.
Extra drag.
Then
that little
if
bit
I
of
see
drag, though.
Ben, if I see you, if you win any tournament match on a keytar, I will give you $50.
Slender merging.
Guitar would probably
slower than Congress pulled in. Shots out. Doesn't look like he did any damage. Keeping him in the one. Pulling the lead. That's more shots.
Nicely done.
Snapshot, and he took it. Good.
That was beautiful.
Nice shooting, Tex.
Clean.
And if he had missed that though, I think he would have been screwed. He was so slow at the top of that circle, but it paid off.
All right, let me think ahead here in terms of what I'm doing. Let me double check to see if this person has ever arrived. Do we have CXA Dice? Has CXA Dice ever joined the instance? Are you present down there? If you are, move towards the stage, jump around, talk to Jono.
I'm not seeing him in the instance.
Jump around.
Well, I will go ahead and give an automatic win to Tayo, but Tayo, don't go anywhere because you will have a match here still. Can I have Tayo and Hashi? Tayo and Hashi-jun.
Tayuki, Hashi, Tatakai. Tayuki and Hashi-jun.
Tayuki and Hashi-jun. Tayuki and Hashi-jun. Tayuki and Hashi-jun. Tayuki and Hashi-jun. Tayuki and Hashi-jun. Tayuki and Hashi-jun. Tayuki and Hashi-jun. Tayuki and Hashi-jun. Tayuki and Hashi-jun. Tayuki and Hashi-jun. Tayuki and Hashi-jun. Tayuki and Hashi-jun. Tayuki and Hashi-jun. Tayuki and Hashi-jun. Tayuki and Hashi-jun. Tayuki and Hashi-jun. Tayuki and Hashi-jun. Tayuki and Hashi-jun. Tayuki and Hashi-jun. Tayuki and Hashi-jun. Tayuki and Hashi-jun. Tayuki and Hashi-jun. Tayuki and Hashi-jun. Tayuki and Hashi-jun. Tayuki and Hashi-jun. Tayuki and Hashi-jun. Tayuki and Hashi-jun. Tayuki and Hashi-
Oh, we got Saggy down there on the case. Thank you, Saggy.
Professional. Thank you.
Gambate.
No, we're commentating. He's down there. You goof.
Oh my god. I wish I could throw a shoe at you.
Yeah, I bet you wish you could.
10, 9, 8.
You think you could dodge it like Bush?
6.
I'd catch it.
5.
Oh, you would catch it! Shit! With your teeth?
2, 1.
Catch it with your teeth, Nappa!
I'd catch it with my foot.
Like a well-trained golden retriever, baby, just right off the bat.
You know what?
It's funny, one person is not on the mic
Catch it with your
seat, so
teeth.
I think a lot of people have absolutely no idea the context for this conversation right now.
Yeah, they're like, hey, we can't hear the other dude. They're not even in there.
Nah,
They
it's
just
okay.
they just hear CD being like, "Yeah, I'm gonna catch it." You're gonna catch what? I'm gonna catch it with
Yeah,
my
no,
foot.
no,
What?
As you're going on YouTube,
I'm up here schizo rambling. I'm talking to myself. Stay in the box. No! Stay in the box. No! Get it out of my skin! Goodness, Tayuki, you need to bleed off some speed, homie. That's really, really
You need to slow down into the merge.
Got a nice wide turn, but he's pulling absolutely everything he can.
Oh my
Cashing
god!
his nose on shots.
What is that?
90 degrees
He went
off the
for-
rail!
Good lord, those ain't
Thing
nine.
was cracked. It tried
What
to
are you
fly.
aiming at with that?
Madam AIM-9X was flying off the rails there, dude.
Now
If
it's
this
a
was a
vertical
2v2
race.
tournament, and that was his,
AIM-9Z.
friendly, it would have turned into an AIM-9Z as he tries to.
Ooh,
It looked like he wanted to reverse it, and then he didn't commit to it. Now
Taiki just reverses. He doesn't. That's fine.
Nice and steady position for Hashi.
Oh, buddy, fuck you.
Smoke in the air.
That's the
It hit the
ground.
ground.
It didn't want
Tayuki building up some range away. He might try to
He's
break
got a
line of
lot of
sight with
flares.
Hashi.
Some distance, use the mountains. Possibly
He was looking behind him.
My God.
You gotta watch where you're going, homie.
A maneuver kill. I think
is rough.
Taiki was trying to do the Tony Hawk 900 on that. I'm not sure what he's doing.
That
He
was,
was
a
trying
maneuver.
to. He was trying to hit the loop that Tony Hawk got.
Yeah, he was looking behind him.
Chance. What? It was the new age AIM-9. But fear not, Tayuki.
hitting the
You
gritty all the
still
way to him.
have matches to go, so do not
Apparently
fear.
so.
If AIM-9 is so good, what's the AIM-10?
All right.
Oh my god.
Next up, I'm going to do this last
Bannon.
match in the winner's bracket, and we'll go to the loser's bracket a bit to split things up and keep people fresh. But before then, can I get Tekken and Halamu? Tekken and Halamu. Back up to the
All
stage.
right.
All right.
I wish you both luck. Gambate.
Yeah, with the stay in the box beam seed, it reminds me of like the other meme of like me saving an entire public lobby, and it's just bracket self-control.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty crazy. Whoa, I don't know where you're going, Darks, but go ahead, stay with the group, homie. Don't be going up to the planes. You don't need to
Hey,
go there.
buddy, where are you going? Where are you
got
going,
no
buddy?
Yeah, please don't
You
quit.
got no
Where you
business there.
going?
Don't go in it. Don't go in it.
Don't go in it. Don't touch
Hit
it.
him.
8,
No, no, no.
Jingle,
Hey,
jingle.
hey, up here.
6, 5,
Hey,
Jingle the keys. Reason,
Look at
jingle the
me.
keys.
2,
Jingle,
look
jingle.
at me.
1.
I'm saying your favorite word. Backrooms. Sorry, it's just
Jingle,
a joke.
jingle, jingle.
I don't mean to roast you that hard. It's just a joke. Please don't touch the planes during a match.
Yes, please. Thank you.
As a man who just turned 20, I can say these teenagers, they don't know anything about what it's like. There you go.
Yeah, and Ben's got
Picking
crippling
each other.
back problems as soon as he turned 20 years old.
Give it 8
No,
years.
you know Mick Mars, the lead guitarist for Motley Crue, and how he's basically got that condition that turned his spine into concrete. That's what Ben has now.
What, scoliosis?
Lovely.
No, not skull. It literally turns your bones into concrete. Like
Oh.
Mick Mars legally can drive because he can't look up. He can't look up. He physically can't. Into the merge.
Into the merge.
Oliver with a
Bit
much
slow
faster
in
merge.
Tekken's and
Yeah, I know. He's
Oh.
working up really well.
Oh, he pulled hard for
Holly
that.
continue the same flow of motion though into the rate fight, but it would be a bit offset, so they might go nose to nose again, depending on how hard Tekken goes. Holly
Well,
might just
Tekken's holding on to his speed. He's going to start outrunning him.
Yeah.
Holding on to a little too much speed now. He's a little better into the rate band. Again, hitting a high yo-yo, bleeding down some of that speed while also cutting into Hollywood's circle. He's still pretty fast though. Like he's regaining that speed right back as he comes back down. Honestly, I think he's just, as he's coming back down, kick the flaps on, maintain right around that 300, and then settle in. Just keeping it, you know, get that instantaneous, and then just settle into your sustained rate.
I'll be quite honest, I kind of zoned out in that exact moment, but continue.
No, all of you is doing a really good job of maintaining better sustained rate. I think that
You just need to watch out for those structures.
Tekken has still got the position.
Oh yeah, they want to hit a lamp.
Are we gonna get a pulled in
With how much speed he's holding on to, like I think
Oh, watch out for the pull! Watch out for the pull! Don't pull a Normicus!
Don't pull
Shout out.
Shout out.
Answer 1-1.
He needs to be
And say Tekken is doing this around
just saying.
you. Does look like
Absolutely!
They're fairly
gaining
similar
the rate
as
and
far as where he goes. Just smacked right into the
announcer's stage! Careful, buddy! Hey, you're gonna give me a haircut with that missile, huh?
Dude, I thought that those had colliders on it.
Wow! Oh my god, coming right close!
Colliders on it.
I'm having the tower buzzed right now. That is quite alarming for one of these matches. I don't think that's happened before.
Feel like I can sticker tap right on it. Tony Hawk style.
They're so close they can hear everything we're saying. I guarantee you. They're both like, oh my god, will they shut up and just let me fight?
Can't focus.
My god, watch out!
Yes, I know that's what I was saying. Tekken is doing a
Watch out for the
maintaining his
ball.
position, cutting his burner, saving a little bit of fuel. Doesn't look like he's compromised his position all that much, though. He's still got major wins. Hollywood's gonna have to pay him some fast because like Hollywood can outrate him from here, but there's a lot of distance for him to cover before he gets into a winning position.
I think Tekken is quite a bit more, probably 10 seconds.
Oh yeah.
Maybe, but they are right next to the runway, though.
Oh yeah.
They're right next to the runway.
Yeah, you could probably get low enough to have like your wing within the area to actually refuel the blast.
Oh, cuts back on the afterburner. They're out of fuel. Touch out. He's out first.
Holding on to some
Does he have
more.
it at fair speed? Can he save it?
No, he's flat. That
He's
hail is way
hitting the ground. Hitting the ground. He's alive.
He got the gear down. He got the gear
Right
down.
now,
Can you make your way
has to
back?
figure out what to do with his energy.
Oh, it might be a similar situation. Hey, watch out. Turn left, buddy.
No, he's slowing
Turn
down.
left
He's
like
slowing
NASCAR.
not
Kyle
take damage.
Busch.
That's a
Yeah,
draw.
they're nice and
That,
stuff. Now that's gonna have to be a rematch.
is a draw. That is a
Rematch.
Round draw.
Wow. Hot damn.
Excellent match, though. Excellent match. Please return to the plains so we can do a rematch.
Gotta know when to pull your cards, folks.
You got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. Know when to walk
Absolutely.
away. Know when to run.
With the two-piece.
You never count your money when you're sitting in the rate fight.
Hit him with a two-piece, a side of fries, and a soda.
Know when to fold 'em.
You just got a two-piece combo. Start making sync meter quotes.
Combo.
10, 9,
Yeah, we're saying a bunch of stuff to get DMCA'd right now.
5, 4,
Oh, man.
3, 2,
You know, dang on man, you hit that, you know, that big old, dang on offset, you know, sit
I'll tell you what about the dang old little offset, man. That dang old thing right there, I tell you what, man.
Don't mess up
Dang
one
old
side.
Rubik's Cube on one
I'll
side
tell you
and
what.
mess up the other side, man. Tell you what.
Dang on man, you get that offensive position, get that nose on him, and get you man, you know, woo.
Man, they look like a Paco sound, man. I tell you,
Regressing right now.
the
Flying in the number of brain cells on this stand.
Good Lord, Hollow, you are going way fast, homie. I mean,
Oh
Tekken
my
is, too. He's
God,
going a lot
Tekken
faster.
is up high.
It goes into the dive. Hollow might see some exclusive turning room here unless Tekken can get himself down to the
Tekken, pull
We're
up.
adjusting down
Pull
to
up.
the deck.
Down.
And the match
Where's
starts
Margin?
as we are
Where's
focusing our brain cells once more.
merges.
They gonna merge right there, man. I tell you
Try
what.
to get nose to nose. Not
I'll tell you what.
Not
Can
enough
you
lead
incite
for
the
it.
brain
They
cells
start
and cause
to
a
settle
chemical
into
reaction like in a reactor cell?
Tekken starting out a lot
Maybe?
faster
Yeah,
than
that's it.
Holomew
Is there enough
and with a
gravity?
nice positional advantage. Look at that. He's further
It's
across
like-
the circle than Holomew is.
Atmospheric
Starting off
ignition
with,
before my brain
fuse.
cells.
Yeah. And we ignite that.
It looks like
atmosphere?
Tekken's holding on to his
If
rate
we say
pretty
enough
well.
dumb
They might be
shit.
trying to build a little bit of offset though, it seems.
Maybe.
So there's a bit
No,
of
it looks like
There's only one way to find out.
there's a small amount of overlap, but it's
Can we
not
be
too
cringe
severe
enough
right
to end the
now.
planet?
He might also just be trying to
That makes it crazy.
like he's hanging pretty fast right now. Holomew is too, but he's slowly bleeding that speed down. But Tekken's got him Tekken, I think, has got him in an assessment window. He's just a couple
He's
of
gonna
fists above
slowly
canopy
work his
bow.
way around a little bit, cuts his burner a bit.
Already cutting his burn.
Saving
pulling forward.
fuel. Getting a bit too slow though. They're both slow actually. I think Holland
Oh
also.
man, I think I heard a cork.
Yeah, me too. Please be sure to uncork your water bottles and stay hydrated.
He's still
Stay
in
hydrated.
position over Holomew right now. Fairly similar.
It's quite hard to do maintaining fuel and energy to sustain the rainfall.
Well, that's why you focus on building the angle first, and then you can worry about fuel later on. You get to that winning position, and that other guy's having to worry like, okay, now I need all my performance, and then you just sit back there, cut your fuel just a
And
little bit.
relax. Holland climbs up though. Might force a vertical here, or if they change the plane of motion more and force a roller. It doesn't have a lot of turning room to do that right now.
Tekken's doing a good job of maneuvering in relation with him. I don't think he's going to have the parameters to go into just still holding his position quite nice. You can see the fuel. You can see the difference in fuel right now. Tekken's got quite a bit more. Yeah, by quite a bit, maybe 20 seconds. And did he just? He lagged.
Bit of desync or lag there. Yeah.
Quite weird.
Lag switching.
He's got a lag switch, he's cheating.
He's pulling out the Ethernet cable from the router. Watch out, folks.
Holomew cutting into his circle by using the vertical way slow now. And Tekken is maneuvering in relation well, but he's maneuvering very slow. Holomew cues in on this, cuts into his circle, might be able to reverse this into
a roller, possibly. No, Tekken just aims for the high 6 and extends away and keeps it into that 2 circle. And Holomew's about to
plan
win.
ahead here.
Looks
Yep,
like
we need to plan ahead here for the next few seconds because they are now. Oh, here we go.
Tekken now having
Oh no.
Holomew, that's the ocean, buddy. Watch out.
No, it's not the ocean that's going to kill him, it's the ground. Unless he survives it.
Stick on, takes him out.
Land that
Can you
plane.
survive this? Land the plane. That's the ocean, buddy. Wait a minute.
Are you kidding me?
Oh.
Well, I mean, that is
was he out of the
survivable.
plane?
It's
He was-
survivable. He could climb. He could climb out of that. That plane's still intact.
Yeah.
He didn't
not
climb out
blown up.
before it ended.
I had to. My question is, was it
Yeah.
possible at the angle he was at to bank it to the left and land on the ground with the speed that he had? I had just opened a tab at the time, so I didn't see
Probably
Counting-
not.
Hey, I mean,
Probably not. Counting up 80
I mean,
knots,
that
going
plane-
fast.
That plane is still
I
intact.
think.
just gotta fish it out. That's it.
I see.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get the Black Aces tow truck out there to our plane right out of the ocean.
Get the spider
But
crane.
this is going to be a hard decision, huh? Flip a
Yeah,
coin.
that is a bit of a rough decision. Let me speak to the opponents and
I
see if
think-
they're okay with.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ben.
I think they possibly could have landed it on the ground.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah,
It'd
I
be
think it might
tough,
be
though.
possible. It would be tough,
Yeah.
but it may be possible by a slim chance. I don't know.
I think you just talk to them and see.
Gonna take a administrative pause in the meantime while we come up with our decision.
I mean, he did straighten out on that. I think he could have rolled it over to the left and gone over land a little bit more after that. He had the momentum for it.
Did he jump out when he heard "Did you win the match, pilot"? Though
I think he
'Cause
did.
He didn't play.
I believe so.
So
Yes, I
maybe
did
he
hear
was-
that.
Yeah, so maybe he heard you won the match, pilot, and then went, "Oh, I've won."
But I
'Cause
think
I've done
it's
that before.
feasible. If you look back, he got the kill, and he still had enough altitude
So-
and airspeed. I think he could have rolled
If
it
only there was
over
a
to the left
recording, like a live stream that we could watch.
and-
to,
Yeah,
you know, assess.
listen. That's too much effort on my end.
So-
I'll let,
I know, I'm making
I'll
that
let other
joke.
people do it.
Yeah, it's not our job, CD. We don't have to do anything.
Yeah. No, I just got to sit here and
Yeah.
talk about what's going on the screens. Okay.
Or you want
So,
the map code?
looking. What's up? Gotcha. Ladies and gentlemen, while we wait, please be sure to hang around for just a bit. As at the end of the tournament, we are going to have the trophy presentation for the first place winner of this tournament, and of course, a group photo at the end of this tournament. So please stick around.
I actually can't wait to see what the trophy is like.
Yeah, same.
Neither can I.
I'll
gonna be
I'll
quite
annoyed 'cause
interesting.
I swear every trophy I get, or every trophy I don't get, is cooler than the ones I have. Is always the case. I'll see you like, I want that one.
No, I want to die. Talk about
Yeah.
the trophy, please.
Non is,
Talk about the trophy, please.
hey, Don, turn that frown upside down, huh?
He just made it like a metallic smiley face with an F-15 on it that said "Your did it."
on
Don't
it.
tell him what to do.
The plane turned left after it already dropped below the horizon.
He can be
Uh,
depressed if he wants to be.
Bank for the into the water.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. And going back to the rule, I mean, I'm just seeing it here. Winner must survive their last maneuver. This includes landing if you are out of fuel.
I mean, to be fair, he did land. It was just a water landing. The plane was still intact.
All right.
Like there was, I would argue in his case, like it is a survivable. That is a survivable situation.
I mean, that's a lot of taxpayer dollars to begin with down the ocean. So I would
That's a
consider
lot
that
of
plane
taxpayer-
destroyed.
That's a lot of taxpayers' dollars to load it up too. But like
Plus,
that's
That is true.
That is,
Okay,
a long
let's-
weekend is all I can say.
Yes.
Tekken will take it. Holomu is okay with giving that win. We will let Tekken take it. Holomu is still in anyway because he's got the losers bracket. So
Wow.
Lovely.
Nicely done.
all right.
Glad they-
Now, at that point, we will move down to the losers bracket. Speaking of, so we can, like I said, keep some of those guys fresh. Let me go ahead. I don't think Dice is here. I'll still humor it and give it a match or two. But for now, can I get Yazin and Biocyan? Yazin and Biocyan, please go to your planes. Thank you all for waiting while I sorted that out. I just prefer to be fair to my competitors.
Ladies and gentlemen, reason to die for. Let's give him a round of applause.
I don't wanna.
I don't know if it's applause worthy. Thank you, Andy.
joking at.
What on earth?
I'm not even going to question that.
10.
Hey, I'm not one doing it, but
Well, we got.
He got
okay,
the
there we
full
go. He
view.
found it.
6.
Anyway.
He got lost. He got lost on the straight line trip to the plane, but he found his way.
1.
Well, I'm going to reach out to the flight attendant really quick and get myself
I
some more
just got
refreshment.
sent to the strike.
Yes, absolutely. I went right down the aisle. Oh, here they come. Here they are.
Yes.
Coffee for me,
Yeah,
please.
cheers.
Thank you.
I
Yeah,
think
coffee.
Bio might be one to look out for in the losers bracket, but we'll see.
No, he's definitely formidable, but he also has some tough competition to go up against.
I agree. I'm still surprised people aren't using that lip of the island to get some more exclusive turning room. That's what I'd do. Similar to the F-16 tournament.
But the issue with it is like there's so much range
It's
to
timing.
cover that like they would have to slow down a lot and then speed up.
Merge.
I'm sure if you
Fairly
time it
quick
correctly.
speeds into the merge
Yeah, it's
so yeah,
okay.
going into flag, he's gonna try to push through.
Already popping some
get what he
free flares.
wants.
Yeah, forcing that too
with
soon.
some
Yazin's
Yazin
actually
with some
faster
slight
though.
winning cues already. He's already got slight winning cues. He's capitalizing on that offset between him. Bio matching him that fight. Yo-Yo as they pass by once again, kind of tightening down that range between
Yazin might get
left circles.
in 2 or 3 turns might get nose into Bio probably in a high spec gunshot, and if Yazin doesn't hit, it might just turn into a neutral pass.
He can reverse this into a one circle.
I think
He might get his opportunity right. That's a lot of closure. Maybe in the next turn, he's just out. He's going to maintain the speed. But Yazin might get it right here as he pulls his hands. Yazin jinking.
continues the same
Continuing with it.
Oh my, this is going to be interesting. Yazin's pulling his nose around. Lead shots, here they come.
Shots.
And they turn.
A bit late from
A little bit late than I like.
Hold on, no, Yazin didn't maneuver in relation with him going up. He kind of just gave up position to Bio. Although, no.
Maybe he was giving up his position for energy though, so he could work his way around the circle.
Maybe. He knows
that energy versus nose position balance.
The rate fight again. Bio hitting in that transition well within rate band. Yazin also on the right band.
Oh, Yazin! He's got a decent lag!
Not enough for lead. Not enough. He's got plenty of speed to work with though. He's probably going to get it here in the next turn.
Might be it.
An instant
Bio needs to jink in this position. Bio gets taken
Shots on, and Yazin will take it.
Good shot from.
That was an excellent match. For
Wow.
sure.
That was interesting.
Beautiful.
That was a great match.
So-
That was a great match.
A mistake was
Awesome.
made, and then
All right.
A mistake was made, and then worse mistakes were
Some
made later on.
yes.
Next up, I'm going to be looking
live and you
for
learn. Well, I guess
Kago
you
and
didn't live
Inner
in this
Echo.
situation.
Kago and Inner Echo, please move to the stage. Sorry to cut y'all off.
That's
No,
okay.
you're good. Me and Bennett, we've been binging King of the
What you
Hill
have to say is
recently.
far more
Yeah.
important than what they have to say.
I'm making a lot of references to that,
Some mistakes were made, and then
and then worse ones were made later on.
Made.
I wish you both luck. Gambate.
Beep boop. Come on. Get in the plane. Get in the plane.
10, 9,
That's
plane.
8,
All right, I didn't do it this time. That wasn't me.
5,
We're still gonna blame you, Cosmo. Way to go.
That's fair.
1.
Nah, it's alright. They both got. To
Alright, can we get a boom howl commentary on this one?
Yeah, man, I tell you what, do one of them little snap punch last night, man with them sticks and bags, whack whack, man go woo woo woo. Talk about
Hey, you know what? Hey, Cos, you
right
get
there
up
in
on
that cooler.
Oh, yeah, oh shit, yeah.
Hey, you get up on here, bro. You feel that roll a lot
You
better.
know, the big old jet. You want to take off and get in the wheels? They go up and then the plane, back and left. Coming in right now. He coming over the water. You see the water and get it. And then he's still got his gear down. You know,
man, I tell you what, man,
the cloud coming off the plane.
man, I tell you what.
And he still got them big old flapper down. You know, coming in real fast.
They go 409 like Chevy Camaro, man. I tell you what.
Dang big old jet.
Man, they go there, man, I tell you what. They go boom, man, I tell you what.
Ah, dang, boom.
Handling scrawny old launch.
They go cow, Skyner, man, I tell you what.
Burst just a little bit slower than Kygo did. Pulling into his nose. Kygo getting the nose on first shot.
Just to avoid the nose.
Reversing the turn, Echo!
Sticking us into
But a little bit out front.
using a little bit of the vertical. Kind of do a circle, but
Hmm.
now they're both going to lag pursuit.
Committing to
And
that two
into the
circle.
right fight. Inner Echo, though.
Inner
has,
Echo just
this
pulling
winning
and
keeps
pulling
getting
and
away
pulling.
from
No, stop pulling, buddy! Extend out a little
Dude.
bit! Oh, this is bad!
In the first one, you can see Kygo rapidly getting around the circle, just outrating Inner Echo. Inner Echo is really slow. He's not holding on to enough speed. He's still bleeding his speed. What are you doing?
This is not good. Inner Echo is going to look like a graceful gazelle. Kygo with the easy lineup shot here. Every opportunity.
He's biding his time. What's he doing?
What is he doing?
neutralized the fight. Kygo didn't watch his closure, didn't take the shot on him.
Didn't maintain.
Kygo was just playing with his food. I'm not sure what his plan was at this moment as they get into a rolling scissors, very extended rolling scissors.
He was going to try to stabilize his position, but he wasn't watching his closure. Oh, now he's still in a nice position.
It's kind of feeling that when Inaraka needed to pull at the right time, he decides to extend. Like he's doing the right things at the wrong time. So like,
Kygo's using a lot of runner.
He's also gotten his speed back very, very quickly. He's still in winning position. He's rated around the circle. Again, pulling his nose. That's he's forcing it. Not trying to pull on. Now heavily offset. Although in Kygo's favor, he's still pulling all of his speed. He's not holding on to any of it. Kygo goes
not at all. Kygo gets easy shots here.
And a couple of times, and it leaves him out in front.
Turn to base.
I would even really cool reversely. Kind of just did some spins.
Oh, does somebody else have the button? All right,
spin me right round.
Right round.
It's a good match.
Baby.
Good match. Thank you, Echo.
Right round.
As well as Kygo.
Baby,
All right,
right
next
round.
match. Next match I'm looking for here. Can I get, I apologize once again. I'm so sorry. I need to learn your name. 1942 and Ganuma. 1942 and Ganuma. I feel so bad. Gamate.
No, you don't.
Well, I feel bad the more I do it. Like I keep doing it. It's like I need to just go down and just ask what to call him. I was like, like it's on me. That's why I feel bad about it. I'm like, man, I'm just being rude.
Look, one of these.
But I don't mean it. I'm not trying to.
You're doing your best. That's what matters.
He's gonna go down there and ask him. He's gonna get told, but on the way back up, he's gonna forget it and turn back around, go back down.
He's back. Hold on. Repeat that.
He's gonna fly down and be like, "Why did I go down again?" He's gonna have that moment with me. Where you like go to grab your car keys and then you forget why you went downstairs and it's like, oh, and you go upstairs and you go, oh, I don't have my car keys. And you go back downstairs again. Go, oh, and then you forget.
Got it.
Why you went upstairs. You're like, okay.
Oh, I hate that.
Oh, my car keys.
Man.
Yes. Anyway.
Man, I do that at work all the time. I walk like 100 yards to the door in the middle of this Georgia heat. I get to the door and realize I forgot my badge to get in, and then I'm like, damn it! And then I kind of walk that 100 yards again. It's just,
Similar
I'm
thing where like,
sweating profusely by the time I get in.
The amount of times I forgot my ID and I have to ask for a day pass. Very.
Dude, I've had it before where I've come home from work like so tired. I'll go up to my door and like press the key fob for my fucking truck or something to open it. And I'm like, why isn't the door opening? And I'm like, oh wait.
Ganuma aims for high six, goes low, forced in the T circle here. Extending the circle, pushing it away from the 1942 commits. Pulls his nose.
Oh my god!
Taking his lift vector and putting it out in front of Ganuma's nose, cutting into his circle. He knows that he's slower.
Oh, okay.
He went for the missile shot.
Oh, it doesn't work out.
He's keeping him in the one circle. He knows that he's slower and that his turn radius is a lot smaller, so he's going to keep him right here, reversing his turn once again. He knows he's a lot faster than he is. He can get away with this. He's keeping him. He's strong arm. Passes by him. He reverses again.
Well, Ganuma just continues his plate of motion and is just going to force the rate and get right behind
Ganuma's ripping around the
1942.
circle. Ripping around the circle building position.
Jeez.
As he reverses his turn,
Reverses the turn.
good time on him.
Good timing.
Neutralizes the fight. Pure
Wow,
pursuit,
that was a beautiful reversal.
Goes to deep lead, trying to keep him out, but it was just a little too much commitment as he reverses Ganuma's.
Watch out, that's a terrain!
No, this is good on him. He's breaking line of sight with the terrain.
Oh my god!
Limiting Ganuma's options. He reverses once
again, cuts his engine, closure issues.
Ganuma! Right behind 1942, and that's it!
And it is disabled.
Disabled.
won the match, pilot.
Wow, that was.
Ganuma takes.
Yes.
I'm not laughing at the match. I'm laughing at something Cosmos just said.
Gotcha. Right.
Cosmos is a pretty
He's
silly
over here.
guy.
I also have issues with closure.
You got some confidence issues back there, homie.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. Sorry.
Someone
all
give that man a hug.
Let me see. Let me get.
It's fine.
Let me.
What?
All right, that one I'm not going to say on the mic seat.
Yeah.
All right, let me. I'm pretty sure he did not, but just in case, has CXA Dice arrived? Is CXA
I
Dice
don't
down
think
there?
they have.
I don't think they have. I have not seen them running around.
Which is rather unfortunate because they were telling me last week, I'm gonna win.
Hello.
I'm gonna
Oh,
do
that is
Oh
very
no.
unfortunate.
Messing out on it.
You're not here.
So no CXA Dice. All right, so I'm gonna give
No.
that automatic win to Kaz, and then Kaz, I will put you up against Halamu. Halamu and Kaz, please go to the stage.
Oh, congratulations,
wish you both luck.
Cosmos.
Thank you.
A different Kaz.
What are,
Oh, right.
what are we congratulating him on?
Oh, he won the next match.
Oh, you said Cosmos.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Congratulations, Cosmos.
What the Mahooch doing?
I don't know.
Why is
He's
it
mahooching.
9, 8, 7,
The
Six.
Dassault Rafale.
5, 4, 3,
There you go.
2.
France's most expensive fighter.
It should be noticed
I
that
think.
Mahooch is representing a femboy group.
What?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Nice.
Blow out like
Playing
that.
Mahooch. I'm just messing with him.
Poor dude got thrown. Oh boy, here he comes.
Nah, here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes.
Yeah, I get a middle finger.
And straight into the announcer's booth, they're getting it on with a fist fight.
Okay. And you're gone.
That just
Oh,
reminds me
coming
of
in
like
fast.
telephone
Good lord.
boxing.
I'm sure he's gonna
Opponents
slow
will be-
down, but I think a lot of these guys are way too excited to get into the fight. Like he's super fast.
But
Absolutely.
Pretty steady speed. Like he's pretty low as far as the rate goes, as far as the merge speed goes. But if he can hold
If
it,
Kaz will
one,
start picking his speed up here, is he going to commit to that first turn and
he's
get
gonna
nose on
commit.
as
He's
soon
gonna
as
commit to it.
possible? Yeah, he's committing.
Yes, Sam did.
No, he straightened out there for just a
Ton of
second.
speed, but he's
Gave up
pulling
time.
around that nose.
Slow, but didn't commit.
Holomew aiming for the high six, pushing it into the rate. Very good move on his end. He's so much faster than Kaz right now. Like that's a very good setup on his part. Looking fairly neutral, but they have a heavy offset. I think Holomew is going to be getting around the circle a lot faster than Kaz will, just because he started so much faster. And Kaz is holding a much lower rate speed than Holomew. As you can see, Holomew just gaining position and angles with each turn. He hits a high yo-yo, trying to cut through the
Kaz
circle.
might work for the opportunity to build room and force a roll up or reverse his turn.
Maybe
Comms up there should really
nice
define the
and
fight.
hard. But like
Although he might get nose on in
the range
the next
between their
2 or 3
circles is
turns.
closing in.
Yeah, no, I agree. If Kaz doesn't start like picking up in a moment, Holomew might get nose on like a couple
Well,
of
I mean, he's
turns.
picked it up. He's got his speed. He's got his speed picked up, but Holomew is just
What's-
continuing to be
what's-
nice and
what's
aggressive.
Kaz-
High yo-yo. Deep lead for
Was Kaz on full afterburner?
He was
that time?
Doing his best to
the whole
cut the
time. He
nose in the
was.
turn.
Okay. Wondering if he was trying to save a little bit of fuel.
No, he was still on full burn. Holomew was still faster than Kaz. And his offset's only getting more and more severe. We're going to probably see a head-on neutral pass within the next couple of turns or two.
If Kaz commits then at the right time, he might get a high.
It looks like he is right here. He's starting to pull. You see the vapors on top
Almost.
of his plane.
Feels like it's
I
getting
agree.
closer every turn.
Very,
3
very
turns?
close.
No, 2 turns.
Slight high yo-yo. He's committing to it though. He didn't go back down. He's not going to cut into the circle. Holomew more than happy
Going
to
up
take
the
advantage of
altitude.
that as a commitment.
Very slow.
Super
Just continue in his
Yeah, but he's getting the nose.
This is going to change it up a
way
bit
around
here.
that circle. That wasn't the
15 is
best
really good at
decision from
reading
Holomew
angles.
there, honestly.
I mean, it's not going to cost him too much. He started.
But lost all that.
He can.
Here we go.
he can
Hollowing
afford
gets
to make
nose on
mistakes.
again now. Cutting
I don't know if he
Seems
lost
like it
ground,
mostly
though.
just
He's hitting
misplaced.
angles
I don't think he
really,
did.
really
Yeah.
well. No,
I thought it was going to
got
misplace the
it all.
rate like a lot more than it did.
He managed to get his speed back again. The F-15 is so good at recovering its speed. You can get away with stuff like that. Like the 16, don't get me wrong, it's good at doing wacky shit. But the 15 always get its speed.
We got 2 engines on that. Yeah, boy.
You thought F-16 was cool? We got F-15 now.
Staying nice and aggressive, keep the pressure on Kaz as they both look like they're about to run out of fuel off the cutting.
Oh,
that's true. It don't matter if they're out of gas. Them 2 engines ain't worth a damn.
Absolutely.
Kaz is holding on to just a bit more. Looks like, yeah, no, he's
There
still
you go.
got
Now
engine
they're
power
both
right now.
out.
Ptolemy's looking to try to
they
win this, but
are.
Kaz has got a nice and slow target right out in front of him.
All of you is falling straight into the ground. He doesn't even touch the ground. Finishes him off before he even touches the ground.
But
He
can
was a few feet
Kaz
off.
land it though?
He's
Why did that look so graceful? It looked like it was going to be so much more violent.
God.
And he comes to a nice and complete stop.
Kaz
Very
will
nice.
take that. Holomu, thank you though. I enjoyed watching you in the tournament. But also, just a reminder for anybody that is unaware or has forgotten our practice, just like the prelims, we are going to have the presentation of the trophy to the winner at the end of the tournament, as well as a group photo. So even if you lose your match in the loser's bracket, please do stick around. Just a friendly reminder and PSA.
Somebody stuck a cube on my seat, and I think I have an idea of who it was.
I can hit you with a rainbow wand too, if that makes you feel better.
Nah, you sit over there. I don't want none of that.
All right, next match. Let's keep things moving. Can I get Slender and Yazin? Slender and Yazin,
The
please go to the
audacity.
plains.
All right, I had 1 cube. Now I've got 3 cubes.
We've got 3 now on board.
Anybody gonna give me a 4th one? Thank you.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Just what I needed.
I've always wanted one to. You don't get that gay wand out of my face. And the gay beam.
10, 9,
It's awesome.
7,
I'm getting bombarded. I'm outnumbered.
4, 3, 2, 1.
All these blue-haired people. He's getting bullied. All these
Yeah, no,
blue-haired
Cosmo.
people. Yeah, happy.
Cosmos
Happy
said it
Pride
best.
Month,
These
CD.
blue-haired, these blue-haired. Who's pride?
Well, all these rainbows, might beg to suggest it.
Listen, the alphabet, the alphabet people stole Flag Month. Okay.
Oh my God. Bonk.
Yeah, at one time. That was back in the day. At one time, at one time,
You
I
were
was
happy
That was
at
back
one
in the
time.
that was
C-
back in the day
CD,
when my mom
remember
was
your
giving me
media
character
trading
development by
CD?
asking-
Remember your media trading CD?
That's the crazy thing. I haven't had. I haven't had.
Remember your media trading? Okay, CD.
Listen, no, the media
Anyway.
Well, here they come. Slender 88 versus Yazin into the merge.
They got both good into vertical, a bit more oblique. And
Slender pulling his nose around. Very, very aggressive.
Oh, rails from Slender. Oh my gosh.
Didn't even hit him though, Slender.
Oh, man.
He's put a lot of pressure on him, though. Slender needs to be going into pursuit here, keeping that. It just that reverses turn. He knows it's slower. His turn circle's a lot smaller. You can see his lift vector. He's keeping it in pure and lead for the most part. Until now, when he gives him a bunch of room to work with, as Yazin keeps up his speed, keeps up that altitude advantage, starts ripping around the circle. Goodness. Very good move by Yazin. He saw an opportunity. Still a little bit slow, but he's well within rate. He can definitely work with this. There's a pretty good offset between him and work with it too. Looks like he's identified it. He sees Slender really move forward in his camping, and that's where he's starting to pull him out and start.
Even at like 219 knots, you're ready.
Slender's also identified the centers of their circles of where they're aligned, and he's starting to more severe. You can see it right in the
We're gonna end up in a neutral pass.
Maybe, hold on, he just reversed his turn. He's in lead pursuit, forcing nose to nose. Yazin had a slow position.
Thank you very much.
Managed to keep it a little neutral. He cuts his engine. Slender capitalizes on his engine. Just compromises his turn rate. And has built up a really nice position from it. Very heavy offset. Yazin slipping underneath some terrain, breaking through some perfect. As he goes up, he might be nullifying that.
I think Yazin thought Slender was a lot slower than he was, but with the power of his engine, Slender was able to reverse his turn, get behind.
Now that's a huge altitude advantage. Yazin just turned away. He just turned away from him and went down. Turning from a lot of instantaneous shots out. Doesn't look like he hit any of them though. Keeping him in the circle. Slender climbs over the nose, reverses back into him, keeping him in the one circle. Again, he sees that nose coming, climbs it back over it, reverses again, keeping him in the roller. Yazin's got just
Slender's like 50 knots faster, and they're both out of fuel. Yazin is a little bit more.
Yazin's got a little bit more fuel, but Slender's about to get his nose on right here. No, that's geared down. He went for the snapshot. He went for the snapshot, but he didn't quite get it. Now Yazin's got a decision to make here. He's nice and stable. Is he gonna go? That's his engine.
Right now with a few pixels of health.
He's not going to survive this next collision. He's nice and flat. That's a lot of terrain to, yeah.
Come on.
You won the match, pilot. Return to base.
Has to manage to land this aircraft.
Oh, that's a lot of bounce.
Oh no! He flipped it. He's still alive. He's stable though. Hey, he's alive. He's come to a complete.
He came to a complete.
Oh my lord!
Upside down and managed to live.
Good enough.
That is insane.
Hey, if you can walk away from it, homie, you win. Like, oh my lord, what a way to go out.
I don't think the pilot be walking away. More
ridiculous.
like just a pile of mush in the cockpit. But if you can scoop it up, you know.
Oh no, you know what it is. That's the point. You grab. Like
yes,
you grab the crash axe and you start poking holes in places that aren't supposed to have holes.
Dog tape, anything's possible.
All right, I will shortly be on it in just a second. Give me one moment. Let me start this match, and then I will go down there and speak. Can I get Ogata and Kago? Ogata and Kago, please go to the stand. I wish you both luck. Combate! What's up?
Your food.
Mattias? Or
Thank
Matthews?
you, MP.
No, but it looks like they're talking to him.
I was getting a little low on iron content.
MP.
I needed that brick.
I don't know where it went. Oh, I'm not sure.
Very.
You know, here, MP, if you have something you want to say here, MP, take my seat if you have something to say.
Like I'm not on I'm not on a whitelist because none hates me.
10.
They didn't understand that you guys were in microphone seats, so I just told them to turn on earmuff mode.
5, 4, 3.
They were trying to turn us down, basically. They're like, they're so loud. And I was like, just turn earmuff mode.
What are we talking about?
I shed a tear so one says I'm too loud.
First time ever that Ben's been told he's too loud. Usually I gotta turn him up.
For the first time in your life, congratulations, Ben. You are loud as hell.
Ben broke 70 decibels for the first time ever.
Call out the opponent.
Yeah, he sounds like a gunshot now.
Punching on seeds right now. So.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
I don't want to be like.
Well, while this match is happening, I'm going to go ahead and get something ordered right away for some food. Y'all want anything?
And I be spitting.
Yeah, give me a Big Mac.
Got a Big Mac on the list, okay?
We got some chicken tacos, chicken and shrimp tacos.
Chicken and shrimp tacos, I know a local spot.
Can I just have spring rolls? I really like spring rolls.
Both right, pretty similar.
Get to the merge.
Some chicken tendies.
And chicken tendies, anyway.
Nose to tail, they might be head on that.
Watch out, buddy!
Some damage.
Don't do so much damage!
Oh my god, I thought this was going to... I didn't think it was going to be that far off with that much health.
All it takes...
Winning keys right
All it takes is one sneeze and Ogata can get got killed in this very moment.
Kigo, you got it, brother. Represent Block D. Represent Block D.
Ogata started with a little bit more speed. He might be able to outrun Kago. Kago's really, really fast right now. Like, even though he's traveling faster, that circle's a lot wider. He's starting to bleed down.
Using that
And now Ogata's looking back at him, thinking this is a bad situation, and he would be right.
I was kind of like, I was concerned Kigo was maybe a bit too greedy, but no, they're handling it.
He recovered it. He recovered it.
I'm winning.
I think he's holding Ogata like right above his canopy bow right now, just kind of figuring out what he wants to do. He's got plenty of time to figure out a plan.
Probably 2 or so minutes of fuel. And honestly, Kigo could also force ahead on, and win them because they just have to have.
Pretty good.
They can risk a lot more than Ogata as well.
Looks like he tried to work some offset. Ogata's still holding on to some speed though. If he keeps that up, he might be able to outrun Ego. At the very least, neutralize the fight. Maybe try to break away. The chances of that are pretty slim, I think. Ego doing a really good
staying pretty neutral.
Position.
It might just end up being a situation where they run out of fuel first.
I mean, Kigo's only slight, like,
I agree, but it's not
away a little bit. It's not
building
where, like, if they run out, if they run out of fuel, like, I don't think he's going to catch up to him by any means, unless he starts being really, really aggressive, or if Ogata starts bleeding down.
Ogata would have to be really gentle on that landing as well if they do run out of fuel.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, he's smoking around.
Ogata pulls a bit there, though.
Oh, yeah.
He's running out of raid. He's trying to work some vertical, and Kigo's just holding nice and steady. He can see that Ogata's starting to move forward in his canopy. Very good for him.
Oh, look at the fuel, look at the fuel.
Now they climb to gain some altitude to work with as they run out of fuel. Now God is their engine, basically.
There goes the afterburner. There it goes. Ogata is sold out! Kigo is the same!
But
Kigo with some long shots, but it's not going to matter.
And
I think this is going to be a rematch.
It's looking like it.
Lining up.
There's no recovering from that one. There's no recovery.
Until round draw.
Round draw. Please return to your planes so we can do a rematch.
I understand like Ogata pulling, but Kigyo, I don't.
It's a trip down memory lane, Kigo. You got this. How about that?
I think Kigo was recognizing that, like, he was running out of fuel, and he just started being aggressive to try and desperately get that shot off, but just didn't really work out for him.
Yeah, but they were basically behind him.
Yeah, it's risk versus reward. It's like, okay, maybe I'll be able to get it, and it wasn't meant to be.
10, 9,
at least for that.
8, 7, 6,
I think the risk is too high though.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah,
it's containment. Safety has accepted the cubes.
To basically stop CD from winning another tournament, they held him in confinement into these cubes right here.
They held me in confinement when they made this. When they made this intermediate and below tournament. This is what it is, man. They're trying to stop us. Like, they're like, if you're not gonna retire, you're gonna force retire. I'm like, fuck you, Rico. I'm not force retiring.
From this point forward will be intermediate tournaments.
Merge.
Whatever.
And to the merge, here they go. Got to know Kago going into the vertical between each other. Oh, neutral package. It's on. We're ahead on. Got to reverse the turn.
It was the first time they moved.
Oh Lord!
Neutral pass.
What did Kigo just do? What did he continue that? He reversed away way too late. Oh, God.
I believe.
Collided! What? Collided!
Oh my my god!
kidding me? Come on!
Rematch.
If I'm being honest, I believe Kago's reversal in that situation, that bit of adjustment in that jank, I believe was avoidance of a head-on collision because he has had that happen in several matches in the prelims.
they
I think he was attempting to avoid that.
Yeah, they passed.
they
already
passed
one another, and then he like direction. And
Oh, he changed direction after the fact.
flow. Yeah, but like
Perhaps it was reaction time.
Kigo, I'm pretty sure on that one, Kigo made Ogata eat a missile, and then Ogata got him with bullets.
Rematch. Run
9, 8, 7.
I just imagine like a samurai fight where they both pass each other, and then they fall to the
and then they both collapse.
Yeah.
Imagine that for a bit. If I knew how to animate, I'd love to do something like that with the Japanese community, where it's two samurais fighting, but like, is it like circles around them, and then like it goes behind one. It turns into an SF1, like at the same angle across from one another. Then they take off, and then it like cuts back to the samurai, like closing in with one another, and then as soon as they merge, it's that first like clash of the swords.
Sir, let me tell you about a spectacular free program called Blender.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna not do that because I don't have that kind of free time.
Yeah, fair.
Contrary to popular belief, I work full time.
So do I.
I wonder if it would be the exact same thing as the first two movies.
I don't either.
And it is. It's literally the same picture as the first two movies.
Shots out. Are you kidding me?
However, I learned my Blender while I had a lot more time on my hands, so that's the only reason I say that stuff.
Yeah.
All right,
that's it. You two. If you collide and get into a round draw again, I'm gonna fight both of you, and whoever lasts the longest is the one that's gonna win.
You got this, Keigo. You got this, Ogata. Gambate, gambate.
This is round 4, 3 or 4.
Yeah.
No, it's a joke.
4.
I believe we are reliving what happened in the prelims here. No, I say this, but no offense to like Keigo, but like as they're still learning. But there were I think we had 5 or 6 rematches in a row, and so it can happen. It can happen. Oh my lord! Is that
who was it?
Rico?
Who was it in the Typhoon tournament that had like a really long? It was Prince Chan and one other person where they kept on refueling over and over again. It was like a 30-minute match.
Was that on the Griffin where they kept running like in a straight line to all the resupply?
That happened in the Griffin tournament too. With Ratasu and Jono, if I'm not mistaken. Like Jono, correct me if I'm wrong. Jono and Ratasu got into like a 30 to 40-minute fight because they kept on running away, picking up fuel, and then recommitting with one another. It was just no way.
Me and MP in the Make 15 tournament.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Having to rematch. She was very fun.
You guys are really talking about, Joe.
We didn't do that. Into the merge. Well, usually if I could get 1 or 2 more, he maybe ended, but no, that's when I run out of fuel. Both of them blink nose to nose again. Shots out. Okay, they survived into the second first. Looks like they're about to pull into another nose to nose pass.
Kiggy is quite slow though.
Oh, buddy!
Quite just
offensive position. Ogata's got a slightly more offensive position here as they settle into the rate. He's got a severe offset working.
Ogata's in a much more healthy energy state and position than Kigyo right now.
I don't know. Kigyo
though it does bleed a
really
lot
fast.
As Kigyo extends out. Yeah, but maybe extend out.
Shots out, buddy!
Not enough to take him out. Just barely surviving. 15 to top lane, but
I'm surprised Kigyo didn't reverse that turn.
Shots out again, drags him over, and he gets him.
Man, Okada takes him out.
There you go.
Aggression. He was really committed to that one. Like, I don't think he could have sustained that for much longer, but it worked out.
I agree. Well, I'm surprised Ogata didn't reverse the turn when they had the chance there.
No, we lost the guy running the brackets. I don't know where he went.
Yes.
You haven't lost me. I'm still here. Fear not.
Trust me, I was rejoiced, not fearful.
Nah, I'm still here. Rico's like, don't you want a drink? He was like, do you want me to finish the bracket? And I was like, I mean, I could do both.
Rico's just feeling bad because he wasn't here at the start.
Though I was talking, so admittedly, who actually won the match? Was it Kago? Ogata?
It was Ogata.
Ah, Kago! Kago! All right.
You wanted your block D to win.
I did want my block D, but it was a good run, Kago. Please stick around. We still got the pictures at the end. Next match. Can I get Taoki and Ganuma? Taoki and Ganuma, please go to the stand.
He's not mad at you, Kago. He's just disappointed.
All right, I'm good. I got the bracket.
I won the 16 tournament when I think I was the only block D person and everyone else was block C.
All right, I couldn't have been here the whole time.
Bracket. It was
absolutely
a fun time. Hello, Rico. That's Psyche.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Like a lights out and away they go. Anyway,
Let me catch up on the block. Let me read everything.
I think we're in losers bracket right now.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to see how many more of the Japanese community has made it so far. I know like most of them.
I believe I think all of them are here. All. There's 9 of them. Yeah, there's 9 of them in a 16 bracket tournament.
Yeah, there's a lot. So I'm trying to figure out how many made it so far and how many haven't.
Okay. But I think most of them are still in it. And all the winners brackets, I believe, are Japanese competitors. There we go. Turkey merging very fast like it did last time.
Into the merge.
Yeah.
It's gonna eventually turn into a thing where it's like, why is it that more of the Japanese community is getting into finals? Like, well, they show up to practice.
Is Japanese except one guy.
They get his nose on shots out.
Everyone except for one guy. Wow.
Very quick snapshot opportunity as they now start to transfer over into the raid fight. Ganuma cycling his runner, trying to save just a little bit of fuel. Like, didn't save much, but it goes a long way towards the end of these fights. Tayuki being nice and aggressive, pulling into some instantaneous.
The offset's in his favor as well as he extends out.
Yeah, but Ganuma's holding much more consistent rate. He might start out running Tayuki's nose here the next couple of turns.
The circles, Ganuma might be able to neutralize the turn circles and align them back up.
If he can identify it early.
Yes.
He can identify it
Tayuki's too aggressive and on forcing that, that offset. He's compromising too much on his rate right now, so he's getting slow. Look at him.
And Ganuma's holding the high
so
six,
will just
realigning the
work
circles.
his way around the circle.
Now he's got a nice winning position here. Slowly moving towards the assessment window. Actually, no, he's got assessment window right now. It'd be in control zone in the next couple of turns, if not the next turn.
Probably 2 or more turns. 2 or 3 more turns, and Ganuma will be in a nice position.
I think he's going to get a break here.
A gun solution.
He could probably do it now. Just compromise.
Pre-flaring. Watching out for the early missile.
He's pre-flaring a little too early, though. I don't think Ganuma's
very
going to
good patience by Ganuma, though. Not just yanking the nose. And just
absolutely.
He's holding his speed. He's getting around the circle.
Well, at this point, he could just stand right behind Taiki comfortably. Taiki reverses the turn!
Death turn!
Oh, that might be it! And there it is! Doing a flip right straight down to earth. And away you go. Exit stage right. Ganuma takes that match.
All right.
The thing with like...
I'm sorry.
Go on.
No. Bangkok.
Oh, okay. No, I was just saying, like, the thing with, like, reversing in a defensive position is you got to time it right. You do it too early, they're just going to adjust and shoot you. Too late, and you're already dead. So you got to find that right window of opportunity where, that reversal really actually neutralizes it. Yeah, it's hard. Go
All right.
Rico.
Next up is Kaz and Yazin. Kaz, you're going to be pink. Yazin, you're going to be green. Sure, Kaz here. Kaz 526.
Yeah, Kaz is
He's here.
They're all here.
Yeah, I'm sure they're all here. For sure. A lot of that moving.
Kaz. I really want Kaz to do well. No bias. Oh. Ooh. There you go, now they're in the point.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Make sure that if you get the chance to thank Snan for making this wall, make sure you thank him. He stayed up all night. I know because he kept texting me. Make sure you thank him for making this world and putting his hard work and
Wait, all night for him or all night for you?
Radios in the planes?
It was the middle of the day for me.
That's okay. This should be a pretty interesting match, though. I feel like both pretty even in how well they know the plane. I think it'll be a case of just whoever does the BFM the best. The BFM.
I think Kaz has got just a little bit more experience than Yazin does. That's the edge that he's got.
And how do I say? Experience is everything, especially in this very weird situation. Kaz has been merging a lot slower, though, which is interesting.
He's been trying to commit to the 1 circles, but then every one of his opponents has strong-armed him into the 2. He still makes it work, though.
And then
he gets his nose on right here. One snapshot.
Versus the turn gets behind Yazin. Yazin
not fully committing to that. He's not fully committing to that nose to tail, keeping his options nice and open. Now he is, though. Now he's got plenty of speed to work with. A nice winning position. Lots of instantaneous to capitalize on. It's a good position to be in, too. Like, when he reached the top of his circle there, he was at, like, optimal rate. So now as he comes down, he's just got a lot more instantaneous to work with. Keeping that altitude advantage, though.
They were both, like, slow after the merge, and Yazin ditches into the 2 circle first, and Kaz just follows him into it while it's behind him, basically.
Well, he had already cut into his circle in the first couple of turns. That definitely helped him out with position again. Angles, shorter game, that's what you're going for immediately, and the long game is energy.
I think Yazin should have stuck it to the 1 circle with Kaz and probably would have been in a more favourable position than he is right now. He kind of just gave it all to Kaz, basically, after that first couple of turns.
Kaz is sitting nice and comfortable in the assistant window right now. He's got Yazin right above his king. Oh my! There's no disruption in geometry. He's lined up. He's got the range. Now all he needs is lead, and he's going to get that here the next couple of turns if Yazin can do something.
He's going to have to think of something. He's going to have to chink.
Kaz is going to get even more around the circle behind him.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, he closes that range and Yazin times it right. He has the altitude to dip down and go for a rate raise. He can cut into Kaz's circle. He knows that he's faster. He's got the slight closure issues. He could reverse into them and cut into his circle, cut his burner, or start cutting the
Kaz might pull here and get his
this might be it.
Is Yazin
there? It is! Shots out. Kaz takes him out!
Won the match, pilot. Turn to base. You are dead!
Kaz was just in the right
Nicely
position.
done.
Yazin could do there, honestly.
Right. Good job, Kaz. Next up is going to be Ogata and Ganuma. Ogata, you're going to be pink. Ganuma, you're going to be green. And after this, we'll go back to the winners bracket. Because I need some of you to lose, so I can continue the loser bracket.
Yippee. Also prevents them from being, how would I say, bored.
10, 9, 8.
Because sometimes when you're like sat in the losers bracket for so long, you just kind of get a bit, you get out of the mojo of fighting sometimes, especially when you're waiting for like an hour
when you're
before
in the
your next
bracket.
fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes when you're in the losers bracket, even if you're like doing the marathon, you're on that roll of just fighting people. You know, so you're just kind of like in the mindset. Yeah, you're just fresh from each fight, and you learn as well. I find. You're like, oh, I'm rating wrong, and then all of a sudden you just change what you're doing, and it works. which is always interesting.
Either that or like you bust out a strategy or something that you figured out that you haven't just shown in the tournament yet.
Yeah, that's
and nobody's seen, so like they don't practice against it or they don't know about it. And you can catch them completely off guard.
Yeah. The only issue is, when you're going through so many rounds, you can be caught off guard. What's the saying? Like, no matter how many hands you play, you're gonna lose.
You'll eventually lose. Play enough hands, you'll eventually lose.
Here we go.
Ganuma cutting into his.
Ganuma's staying low.
I know they hate gambling.
Shots out.
Oh my
get his engine.
god!
He got his engine.
Damn,
He got his
already.
engine on
Oh
the-
my god!
Into the water.
That was like watching two samurais who slice each other with a sword. Holy hell!
Yeah,
Won the match, Pilot.
I'm pretty sure I saw an episode of Samurai Jack like that.
My god!
That reminds me of this one episode from Samurai Champloo. I'm checking anyways. Hashijun and Kazu. Hashijun, you're going to be pink, and Kazu, you're going to be green.
Hold on. I saw, did Koronoko come back? Okay, yes, he is
Yeah,
back. He's
Koronoko rejoined. And they might have been in the other instance flying and practicing. I did that.
Huh?
In the
You
F5
did?
tournament, in between matches, I just went and did some dogfights.
I don't know what you said.
And then came back, so you
Okay.
stay fresh. Though sometimes you do get messages like, "Where did you go?" I'm like, "I'm fighting people."
Like, get back here, we're going up now.
Yeah.
10, 9, 8,
That's a sweat word.
7, 6,
I'm not a
5,
sweat, but I'm not.
3,
I don't know anything
2,
about.
1.
Yeah. But
Hey,
no,
come on, just
this
say
would
it.
be interesting.
About.
Hashi's been very, how would I say, very aggressive in the first few turns of the fight, whereas Koronoko has been like forcing the two circle, merging a bit faster.
Game.
Yeah, the long game. And we'll see. See how it goes. I think if Koronoko can get Hashi out in those first two or three turns, Koronoko might have it in the bag. Depends if Hashi does commit to that slower merge, and more aggressive style.
If he can sit inside of Koronoko's circle with a slower merge, then he can definitely keep the pressure on him.
Koronoko's slow, actually. Are they both going for a slow merge? Well, they switched their roles around.
Speed. Oh my
It seems like they
really
swapped.
slow merge. Koronoko yanking the nose. That's the shots.
Oh, buddy!
Hashi
I like how they do the
bursting
opposite
back
of
into
what I
him,
was
keeping it
saying.
at one. Koronoko hits
Oh, he got him.
snapshot. That's a good
Oh, we
shot.
got him!
Good upward shot. He's gonna finish the job off.
Fox 2!
Oh
my god!
It's fine. I think I remember correctly. Hashijun was the war criminal from our block.
I see.
So I think it was.
Oh my god!
A valid response. For Kazu to kill him like that. Next up is going to be. I can't read Russian. There's communist.
Communist
And
egg.
then communist, pink, and Tekken green. Tech-chan.
That's pretty
That
funny
colors are
though,
hard.
that they swapped their roles around basically there. But Koronoko went for the aggressive thing, and it seemed like Hashi went for the long
Hey,
game.
it worked. It worked though. It worked out for him.
Yeah. It's pretty funny though to see. They're like, oh yeah, they've been doing this usually, but they switched it up
9,
at the same
8,
time.
7, 6,
I
5,
probably heard the discussion earlier where it's like, oh, you hit them with a strategy, they've never seen it. Like, oh, that's a good idea, and then they just
That's a
swap
great
roles.
idea, yeah.
Like the one guy got his gears down and took the first shot of missile on the merge.
Yeah.
That was in our block.
That was hilarious. I was surprised that actually worked.
Hey man,
You
sometimes
could see it from a
stuff
mile
works
away
out.
though. Sometimes, yeah. The element of surprise.
That is very true. The amount of times I played War
I
Thunder
agree
and
there. Like
looked at
Jordan said,
Razor
don't
and
rely on it though.
and it's a stupid crap.
Well, like we saw in Echo earlier, pulling and just pulling and pulling, and somehow he survived a lot longer than we expected. He did have that moment where he forced an overshoot basically by just hitting the brakes.
It'll fly right by.
Fairly similar at merge speed. Tekken just a little bit slower though.
merge.
There we go. 20 knots
Pulling
difference.
up,
isn't all that much in
committing
multiple
nose to
lanes,
nose. Oh boy.
Oh boy! Jesus Christ!
Yeah, no, Communist ate this. Hold on, he's still got control. He might be able to recover that.
No, he's not.
No.
Called it.
I think he got it. I think he got it. I think he got it. Nah, he still got it. He got it. Nah, he's good. He got it.
When your health
never
is in
know.
the negative, like even a sneeze on the ground can kill you.
Next up is going to be wait, should I run? Okay. Hashijun, pink, and Kaz, green.
Lovely.
Quite wonderful.
Let me actually check. Let me check the brackets.
Yeah, where are we at on the bracket?
We have a few more of the winners, and we're at 77% done right now. But we have a few more in the losers bracket.
Yeah, we have one more like winners for bracket. And yeah. We're getting near to the end here. It's interesting.
10,
Hashi
9,
versus Kaz, this should be
8,
interesting.
7,
Let's see if
They've been
Hashi
practicing
sticks
together.
to
They've been practicing together for
They have.
most of the tournament's time.
1.
Same with Kaz. I fought Kaz a lot recently. I think I've been teaching them just how to be very patient with their energy, because they have been, how to say, committing a lot to pulling nose on. I've just been outrunning their nose and showing them. I've been.
I mean, you
doing that a
can
lot,
get away
honestly.
with it in this plane, but
Yeah.
you got to know when to commit and when to like just very slowly back off.
No, I agree. And honestly, we're just the frustrated with these planes. You know, you can't.
Absolutely insane.
You know. Yeah, you can honestly gaining position early on is a very big advantage in these planes, because you can just gain that energy back. So that balance is very easily, made up, unlike other planes. If you're even 15 knots slower after the first turn, they force the two circle, it can screw you over into that rate fight.
Into the merge. Hashi much
They're both
slower than
murdered
Kaz. Hashi getting his nose on first.
Early turn for some shots against Kaz, but Kaz doesn't get hit.
Kaz looked a bit indecisive though. Looked like he was going to reverse his turn, but
He's
decided
going to
not to.
reverse it, and then he re-rolled back over. Gave Hashi some time.
Oh my God! Wow!
I saw that no run. I was like, oh, that's your
Yeah.
Rose cooked.
I think Kaz has been
Goodness.
decisive enough that.
He's like, I want to do this. Wait, no.
And it put them,
Pretty
what, 20 knots slower into the rate when they transitioned there? And
Just
Hashi
a
was
little
able to
bit, yeah.
support.
But I mean, I don't think it was so much the energy there. It was just that like rollover that he did. It gave up. It gave up enough
nerd,
turning room
the
to
angles.
get the position.
No, I
Okay.
agree.
Communist, pink, Ganuma, green.
Hang on, what were you saying, Rico?
No, I had to call the names out.
Cool.
Okay, don't worry about it. I wanted you to speak again so I could interrupt you.
All right, next tournament's gonna be non-CDRM tournament. That's exactly the name.
I'm gonna have to get in contact with Jono. I'm gonna need my lawyer here.
I think CD will need to get a Ferrari, actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get in one of my Ferraris.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Dealership is on
2,
back order after
1.
today. I don't know why you're laughing, Andy. You don't get that. Ben gets it.
I get it. Yeah, I get it.
He was there. He was there. We'll explain it later after the tournament.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Okay, then you can
You
just
could
not
explain it
know. I really
now.
don't care.
Good news, going out into the ocean. Probably going to turn in now, though. Yeah. Communist.
You know, with how much speed that he has, he's going to make up the time. I'm surprised nobody's really been slowing down and then building up their speed, like as their opponent gets closer to the ocean, there, so they can take care of that or take advantage of that exclusive turn they can get from that
That's what I was
ledge.
saying earlier. I'm surprised no one's using that ledge for exclusive turning.
Oh, they're all merging a little bit slow too. That's okay. We've seen it work. Hit the merge.
There we go. Communist
Good name,
going to
Bob. A little
vertical.
bit more of a
Ganuma staying horizontal. Good.
There is ups and downs to it. There is ups and downs to it as far as position goes. as they both start to settle into Rape Communist. Looks like he has slightly more nose position over Ganuma in this right. Ganuma might be able to turn around. We'll see slight offset and overlap between their circles.
Communist
Communist
is
really
fast, but he can use that energy to slowly bleed off, maintaining like a couple more degrees per second than Ganuma.
Yeah, but is he... looks like he's starting to get down.
Now he's settled into the rate.
Ganuma just holding on to consistent rate, even building something that looked like he could definitely work with a little bit of vertical play from where he's at. Like he's slightly losing. This is a perfect time for him to start redefining the fight. You know, cut into Communist circle, get some offset going, try to reverse it into a 1 before, you know, it gets too far in and he starts getting outrated. Communist is also building up his speed.
It'd be quite hard for Ganuma to do that.
It's really doable. Like, it's better to do it earlier than later.
Well, I think Ganuma would have to time it correctly, like the high yo-yos, high or low yo-yos and no extensions.
It looked like he just bled down right there. He didn't go below optimal rate though. He kept his rate pretty low. Looks like he's actually neutralized the fight. Like still offset and overlapped, but no, he's neutralized the fight. He's still maintaining very good rate.
A very, very small offset though. But they could probably
still Still something. If you start gaining, if you gain small amount of angles, you can definitely. You have to be slow, at least at the start. But it
just can build up.
As soon as you get further and further into it, then you start getting more severe with your bleeding and building of energy.
But I feel like unlike the F-16, which has like the nose authority and like the ability to build those angles quite easily, the 15 it takes 5 or so turns just to build angles. Whereas the 16 can do it in 1 or 2 turns.
I mean, against itself, it does. You know, the 16 is just wacky. It's like the 16 won't regain its speed nearly as fast as the 15 will, but it does so much better holding on to that lower speed. Like its rate is still good at those lower speeds.
Its rate band is much wider, I feel, than the 15.
Yeah. But the 15 has the 15 has a better sustained rate, though.
Communist is looking a little bit low on fuel than Ganuma right now.
It's gonna come down to a fuel fight at this point. Oh, here we go.
Burner there goes. Out of fuel. Yeah, he's dipping nose down.
Communists, watch out!
He's flat over the water. That's not good.
That's straight into the water.
Ganuma still has engine power. Look how fast he is.
There you go. Yeah, no, they say fuel. I wonder if they went on full afterburner in those first.
No, now he's gliding. Like he's nice and stable right now.
Yeah, they don't have to learn that.
All right, you can kill him. All right.
You want that?
I go. All right. We're gonna go back up to the winners bracket real quick again. Kazu pink, Tekan or Techan, green. What is it? Is it Techan? Techan? Tekan?
Tekan. Like the game.
Pecan? Techan? Okay, Techan.
Okay.
Is Kazu then going to?
Yeah, Koronoko.
Is it Koronoko? Why do you put down Kazu?
Yeah, it is Koronoko.
You're confusing me. I can't read the other.
I did message you about this. I'm pretty sure.
But I'm gonna keep forgetting.
Oh, I apologize. Anyway. This is for the whoever stays in winners brackets.
Yep.
Has the advantage in the final fight.
And then we're on to the marathon.
Yes, my favorite. The amount of marathons I've had to do, oh my god.
You say but I'm sure you enjoyed it.
8.
I do enjoy it.
It is more fights.
4.
Yeah.
3.
And like I said, you are more fresh.
1.
You know, it's just kind of that like the thing of like the more hands you play, the more likely you are to lose. So even if, let's say, I'm in the losers bracket and I know I can beat the guy who's in the winners brackets, it is still a risk factor having to do those 2 fights.
That is your
You're still in long haul, you know.
Yeah, it is your only life. Yeah. You can't like die and be like, oh, I still got other matches. No, you're dead in the loser bracket. You're dead.
It does feel better though to win from loser bracket, I will say.
Makes you a sweat ball, so it's like,
Yeah, all you hear is doo-doo the whole time. I'll show these two here in that right now.
Into the merge!
Tekken much slower than Koronoko is, and it looks like he's capitalizing
Might
on
get
it. He's
moves
trying to
on
pull his nose
first,
around, but
though.
Koronoko's so
Koronoko's
fast, he's
down.
outrunning his nose.
Lovely. Okay, continuing that play the motion to force the two circles to come down. Tekken might pull him again, there's a lot of offset.
He's got the instantaneous to work with it. Slightly. Hit him
Not
though.
quite. It
Doesn't
looked
look
like
like he
Koronoko was a
hit
bit
him.
indecisive there and thought he might
Tekken's got a lot of speed though. He's gonna get him on this one. Maybe no. Koronoko just outruns the nose. Tekken very clearly working much more aggressive start to this. He's got plenty of speed well within the Great Man.
Noko is just jinking around. He's panicking a little bit.
Koronoko is not going to outrun that nose for long. Like either this turn or the next one, Tekken's going to get on. He's got to do something really, really fast. So that's pure. Not quite.
God!
As he reverses the turn.
Noko, no!
More shots out on a snapshot. Still hanging in there.
Oh,
Trying to climb over Tekken.
Tekken's going to come back down. Noko is out of the match.
But he's not out of the tournament.
Won the match, pilot.
He's not out of the tournament yet.
Alright, next up is going to be Hashijun pink, and Ganuma green. Like the losers bracket. Hashijun pink, Ganuma green.
Definitely a lot of good matches. I mean, all the matches from here on are going to be really, really good ones.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And off they go. Kind of been seeing a disparity between like starts. Some people like they start at mill, and then others they start at burner. Not like back in the day, you know, when you didn't get a resupply on the merge. You also had more fuel though in those ones, just because you didn't resupply on merge.
Why did we even have a merge?
A10 tournament. Hello.
Yeah, that's what actually started it. That's the start of the whole merge rule. But I like that we did the merge rule.
Hashi opting for a much slower merge than Ganuma, but Ganuma's not having any issue pulling any of that nose runs. Hashi gets his on shots out for a quick
My
shot.
God.
No hits. That was a really fast shot. That was a quick time event, but a really, really quick time event. Looks like he's gonna try to. I thought he was gonna try to keep the aggression there, but he kind of pulled off. Just didn't have the energy to follow through with it. Ganuma cashing in on this. And working this angular advantage that he's now built up after outrunning the nose in that first turn as they start to settle into the grade over some mountainous terrain. We'll see. Maybe they use that to break up the fight. I know in yesterday's BFM breakdown, like Rico asked the question, what if you're waiting on the terrain in a way? And we kind of went over some of the ways you can use that to your advantage, either by emphasizing your offset or using it to break lines with your opponent, building some distance between you and your opponent,
It's not,
and then
it's not
recommitting to
the
the fight.
best for Hashijun right now.
Not at all.
He's very, slow.
Initially very slow on the
He might
merge. I
have
mean,
the
he was getting pretty
opportunity to
aggressive with
reverse,
it, but
Ganuma doesn't maintain his closure when he pulls in for that gunshot.
I mean, he won't need it though if he's got this huge energy.
oh, here we go. Ganuma pulls the nose around.
Reverses.
Hashi reversing into the turn. Ganuma already pulled in though. He's nice and slow. This is perfect for him. You can see that he's got his lift vector right on Hashi. He's maintaining his position, but he's not giving up any turning room to him. He's just kind of
Actually,
place where he can
neutralize
sit
the
for a
fire
second.
Not enough.
We'll see. He might be able to turn this around. There's a lot of turning room between them, and he's nice and slow right now. Unless they start to settle into the rate, which it looks like Enuma has stiff-armed him into doing just that, starting a lot faster and a much better rate in these verticals. You know, like making sure that you're got the rate down to the bottom of the circle is
Saving
important.
some fuel as well. There we go.
Definitely do that in the vertical as well. As you use gravity as your engine. God's G, as you would say.
God's G.
God's G.
Ganuma keeping himself nice and deep lag, maintaining his position, not giving Hashi any closure to work with. That's actually really, really good on his part. He knows he's in a winning position. He's not going to compromise that at all, especially as they both get closer and closer to no fuel, no engine power. Which is going to happen here within the next 10 seconds.
To be behind the opponent. There we go. Hashi's
Hashi's
cutting his
cutting his
engine.
burner, pulling in. Ganuma's keyed in on this as well. I think Hashi's got just a little bit more fuel to work with, but as he pulls the burner back on to try to get around on Ganuma, that's going to burn through it.
Extending his Ganuma, gonna go for the runway.
Oh my!
Ganuma's nice and stable. You got to remember that these missiles are all aspects. So if Hashi gets his nose on, he might be able to take Ganuma out. Doesn't look like he's going for that though. He's going to commit to the landing. Maybe see if he can get a rematch here.
I would try and glide more if I was Hashi.
Heading towards the water. It looks like.
Oh, it's about.
Buddy.
That's a lot of rocky terrain. Save it.
That's a lot.
Ganuma might be able to get the runway.
Hold on.
Maybe he's leaning back and forth, right? Just like.
Yeah, I do that sometimes. I start rocking back and forth.
Lean back, lean forward, lean back, lean forward, lean back, lean forward.
I don't know if that's a resupply zone, but if it is, he might be able to pick some up if that's a resupply zone. That's a big if.
Big
I think
if.
it's only the runway.
I know there's a delay, so we're going to know here in the next couple of seconds or so if he's going to get it back in that spot. He's just riding it out.
He's still going.
He's not going to have enough to reach the runway, I don't think. Unless that taxiway...
Oh, he's almost there.
Unless that taxiway is a resupply zone. Is it? Or is it just the runways? If it's just the runways, he's not going to make it.
What I do is I just run away because it's so hard. It's so annoying to try to make the whole airfield resupply zone.
Maybe. We'll give it a second here. Who knows? Maybe.
We're going to release it here at 2 knots and see if he gets it. He's not going to get
no, it doesn't. No, he's not going to get any. Okay.
All right, just end and draw. End and draw. I'm not going to sit here and wait for 1 knot.
Oh my god.
Go back.
All right, Hashi and Ganuma back to your
great
same
example
planes.
of
Hashi
entropy
pink,
there.
Ganuma
I will say.
green.
I feel like Ganuma could have probably made it to the runway though. They kind of just overshot it.
He was at one.
Before they hit the ground, you know.
Oh, okay. I think in general. Okay, I was like, what? I was gonna sit there to wait the whole 1 knot across the runway.
No, they weren't making it when they were on the ground, but when they were in the air, they overshot the runway.
10,
and then
9,
Hashi could have probably glided for longer, but that's a bit of a risk.
5, 4.
He would have been in a high away if he did. He would have smacked
Ganuma.
He would have smacked his belly way harder if he tried to glide
He
it out.
kind of went for the long way around.
It
He
was
could
so
have tried
high.
to get over that small mountain, and then try and.
I think their
use the
main
mountain
focus
as a
was
slope.
Ganuma, though. I think when they ran out of fuel, their first thought wasn't, I should land in the proper landing. It was, where's Ganuma?
Yeah.
I mean, Ganuma was out in front of him, though. Like, he could see him.
Yeah, but once you burn your fuel, I mean...
But they're both engine out. He knows he's not going to make a 180-degree turn with no engine power and at that low speed.
Probably.
I bet he could do it. I watched how Gun went.
I wonder if Hashi is taking off slower to make sure that Ganuma doesn't get that exclusive turning room advantage from the lower sea level.
He might be, but I mean, Ganuma's taking off so fast that like he's never going to get it. Like the timing's just going to be off.
Hashi never knows, you know.
Fair enough. I mean, insurance is always nice. Could also be good just for more
Into the merge.
Oh my god!
Doesn't look like he hit
We're gonna continue that play to motion.
He does not want a rematch. He wants to end it.
Looking like Hashi's going to try to pull him in here, but Ganuma is so much faster. He's going to outrun that nose. Hashi is also, he sped back up, but we'll see Ganuma pulling in some instantaneous, it looks like. Making the offset even more severe. He didn't really compromise the energy state there. We'll see what he can do with this.
Ganuma might be able to pull the nose on
Hashi's pulling in too. You can see the range between their circle over.
You might get it
smaller and smaller.
But I think
They're both going to be aggressive right here. Yep, Hashi's down. It might be a head. What?
Won the match, pilot.
What?
That's the first
How did it turn like that? Are you kidding me?
That's some type of RP booster type stuff.
Yeah, and it turned into an AIM-9Z. It's got thrust. It's like a space engineer's missile, where like up at the seeker cone, it's got a thruster in each direction, so it can just instantaneously turn.
All right, loser bracket. You get Kazu or Kuronoko, right? That's what it is. Kuronoko pink.
Yeah, Kuronoko.
Ganuma green. Yeah, no, that missile. That missile, I guess, noticed that Hashi had like 100% RP booster or something.
No, it's just like
Saw RP booster and killed him. Kuronoko, Halal, Egg, Ganuma.
I think people are forgetting as well, though, you can cut your engine in these and increase the time it takes for the missile to lock. But that's a risky game because you won't have the, you're compromising on energy.
That's why when you have turns like that where you see the aircraft's nose pointing towards you, you should flare anyways.
Yes, I agree.
Good habit to make, especially if you
whenever you're within that like Wes, you just try and flare. Especially because you got 75 flares and only 2 missiles. That's enough. It only takes like 10 or so flares to completely neutralize one of these missiles usually.
Alright, I was changing a battery there on one of my controllers. I lost it.
Pre-flaring is lame. They're wrong.
It's a really good habit to build.
Dude, no, one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard in public lobbies, people that go, he's flare spamming. It's like, what? Like, that's not a thing.
It's a really good habit to build, and if anyone here plays DCS or War Thunder, it's a very good habit to build.
It's a flare before the missile is already locked onto you. It's like, or launched off the rail. Because if it works after it's locked onto you, then it must work before,
I'd argue, like with it, you're giving it more initial targets to look at,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Especially the older the missile is.
Yeah, the older missiles, they're like, what's that? And then go get it. But they have
the newer ways they deal with it is hilarious. Into the merge.
Turning in the same negative direction.
Ganuma was going way fast to be going for a one circle. Gave him a lot of time there.
Yeah.
I mean, he saw me rounds,
I think Ganuma pre-turned it very much like showing what they were going to do.
Orinoco more than happy to take advantage of it. Look at this position that he's been given right at the beginning of the fight. He's got plenty of energy to work with, too.
If he pulls his nose in here, right?
Nose down. I'm surprised his flaps aren't down when he's trying to pull this instantaneous. Although he may be worried about maintaining his speed. He's got a ton of speed to work with.
My God.
And just like clockwork now, this is going to
Not yet.
Not enough.
Right. If I was Kuronoko, I'd get my speed back and just boom more.
He's gonna get it. He's gonna get it right here. He might get nose on as well. If you can, it's just not there. Ganuma outran him. Orinoco packing back on the speed.
Maybe a bit too greedy on Kuronoko's end, honestly.
Oh no, he got his speed back. He's at optimal right now. He can definitely cash in on it. But he did open up the window a little bit to Ganuma to
that's
work
what I'm
the offset
saying.
and redefine the fight.
He should be in a much better position than he is right now.
And the range between their overlaps was going to
end up in a neutral pass. Right, I'm gonna.
We'll see. Maybe one of them will redefine it into a one circle where he's passes. That's what Kuronoko looks like he's doing. using the vertical to cut into a
He's
circle. No, he maintained his same plane of motion. Now he's just
He's cutting into Ganuma's circle. Am I getting it?
making it much more severe.
Now will he reverses to not quite continues the same plane of motion?
Energy is still good.
Oh boy.
They're both yanking in. Might get his nose on. No, not quite. Still.
I'm not putting the flaps down, honestly. If they put the flaps down, they might be able to get that.
But I think what he's doing, he's recognizing his form energy. He's going to get it back. He fed him a missile.
It's a draw!
Came around.
Yeah.
Back to all the planes. Just already go to it. I don't gotta say it. You already know where to go.
One got fed a missile, one got fed guns.
One got fed guns. That's the second time this has happened in a head-on today.
Yeah.
Kazu Pake. Pronoko Pake.
It's kind of scary how quickly those Fox 2s lock onto as well. Yeah. I only had one within aspect of the missile.
I mean, to be fair, with the proximity fuse like that, if you just shotgun it straight in their face, it's gonna blow up immediately anyway.
Yeah, but you can't mad dog a missile in here, you know.
I don't know. There's a couple times in DCS where it's happened.
Yeah, I know.
It's like I don't know where they're at. I know they're in this direction. Go.
6, 5.
I remember like an interview of like an F-15 pilot saying, "What would you do if you was in the air with an F-35?" And it's like, "I'd just mad dog missiles in the general direction of the F-35 and hope, and hope that one of them hits." And it's like, yes, that makes sense.
No, I got to when I was in Romania, I got to talk to some of the Typhoon pilots that were over there, and they were talking about doing training with F-22s and F-35s. And they're like, "Yeah, man, in a dogfight, we would absolutely wreck the 35, and like it was a tough fight. We'd go back and forth with the 22s, but as soon as we started doing BVR engagements, it just wasn't even a competition. We couldn't find them."
Yeah. Like it's like to the point where, like in Desert Storm with the F-117, if you locked a target within 10 miles, you had to visually IFF them because it might be an F-117. So even America didn't know where their own planes were, basically, when they were in the air.
That was before data link was a thing.
Yeah. It's great to me. It's like, oh yeah, there's one of our planes
more aggressive, still somehow maintaining his speed. It looked like Kornoko tried to extend away, but he bled a little too much on his initial turn, then got up to rate. Meanwhile, holding on to his speed. Nice offensive position and winning angles and cues on his part. Plenty of energy to work with as well, and a good offset. Like, he's got himself set up for success here very early on. Kornoko
adding some of that vertical aspect to it.
He might be. He might go for a rate radius. You never know. Plenty of altitude to work with now, especially in these planes.
If Ganuma like commits to pulling into that vertical more, Kornoko though, they can kind of meet at the top in that course.
He's got to be careful with that though. I know I've fallen into that before, where like you go vertical from here, trying to cut into their circle, meet their nose, and then you go. You commit to it just a little bit too much, and then you end up turning right out in front of them.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree.
You got to find the sweet spot of the angle to climb.
Especially when Ganuma is already out behind, or Kornoko is already out front of Ganuma, basically, right now. Just not
Ganuma's
within
reading
the range.
the offset very, very well. Like, you can see where he's bleeding and where he's rebuilding his speed.
And saving a bit of fuel, cut his engine for a moment as well. Only for a moment, though. Blipping the engine.
Oh man, this almost.
I don't think that'd be very healthy.
Just climbing. That's all right. Honestly, this works out for him because with this much altitude, they could definitely do some fuck games coming back down towards the ground.
It's the game of chicken. Who's gonna go down first? Is the real question.
I mean, that's when, like, you put the landing gear down, your brakes on, you turn on your canopy, you put the flaps down, you're adding as much
go
drag
down
as
slower than the other guy.
You can go slower, yeah.
It's always fun. Or you could just, you see the other guy commit to like the gears down and stalling, and you go, okay, let me just, extend down.
Let me just bolt
compromise
away.
position. Yeah. With all this
Harder
altitude
to do with
and all
missiles
this
though,
energy
but I
thrown.
mean,
I agree.
especially missiles like these ones that track and maneuver a
Very
lot
well.
better.
Yeah. When you're just like this slow, big target in the air, because the 15 is a very big plane. There we go. Chronoco runs out of fuel first.
Both running out of fuel here. No, Ganuma held on to some. He's got just a sliver, just enough to
He was
level himself
bliffing his
out.
engine off on the way up, if you didn't see.
Okay, no, it's helping him out here. Like, Kornoko's got to commit nose down, and he's just going to his high 6. And now with his engine
He could
out, all he
probably
has to do is
shoot
just
him
follow him down.
anyway,
He's going to get him right here. Like, that's a lot of range. It's a slow
There
target.
you go.
My God.
Chipping away at his health.
He's gonna go for a missile kill.
These
The missile
things-
takes ages to lock on though when you got no fuel. Let's see.
I mean, he's got ages to work with, though. Look how high up they are.
Chronoco is spinning around, going for the runway. Oh.
Sure,
Chronoco
that's
gets
a
the
good
runway
trick.
before Ganuma though, because he'll have a good couple of seconds to resupply. If he
It's
does,
actually
but
working
he's
out
going, he's
for him
above
here.
the
He's,
ocean.
he's avoiding getting shot.
Yeah, he needs to get over the runway though.
Ganuma's closing in
That's a
on him, though. Ganuma's got a lot more speed than he does. I don't think he's quite as fast.
Terrain low. Terrain low. Here we go. Here we go. Chronoco gets onto the
Here we
runway.
go, here we
Ganuma has
go.
to turn around. Has to do a 360 with
Well, no,
Chronoco.
he's got a delay. Kornoko's got to deal with that delay,
lands,
though.
got the fuel.
There we go.
Ganuma's got some He's got some buildings to avoid, but he's got the setup
Come
for
on. Turn to the right. Chronoco, just relax. I wouldn't turn my plate around though.
Oh no, I'd be taking off right now.
Yeah, I would. Getting my speed up.
Ganuma making it to the runway. If he slams into him, I swear.
No way. No. Oh my God.
No. He's taking off. He's going to build a position here, and with that much pressure, Ganuma's like, I got to get off the ground. Well, no, he needs to now. Kornoko's already up in the air. Oh, that's a sitting duck.
Chronoco might overshoot, but Ganuma gets in the air and Chronoco.
Kornoko takes it.
You are dead.
All right.
Horse better than
no
missile.
breaks. Next up is Tichan.
This is-
and Kuronoko.
This
Tichan,
is
you have to
for
win.
Pecan.
You have to win one shot. You have to win once, and then Kuronoko, you have to win twice.
Okay.
No, this should be a good
Tichan,
match.
pink. Kuronoko, green.
Sorry.
I know Kornoko better, but I mean, with Takan being the underdog, I kind of want to root for him. You got this. Don't let him intimidate
I've
you.
fought Takan a little bit over the past couple of weeks. They're pretty good, and they're in and they beat Kuronoko to get into the winners bracket here. So
Yeah, but I mean,
they've
that,
already
that
beaten
doesn't always
Kuronoko.
guarantee victory, though.
I agree. Like
10, 9,
I think
8,
there's
7,
been many cases
6,
where you're just getting fortunate when fighting
4,
someone, or unlucky when
3,
fighting someone.
2,
You just
1.
played wrong and screwed you over. But we'll see. This could be the last match. Oh.
Yeah, but could be, should be,
This
and
could
would be.
be
Don't
it.
make honey.
Yes, I agree. Would bees don't make honey.
Would be's,
Could-bees
could
don't
be's,
make
and
honey.
should be's. Maybes sometimes make honey, but it's usually not that good.
There may be an actual bee. I wonder if that is a thing.
I'm sure somewhere out there that it is a real thing. Good Lord, Takan, so fast.
I'm pretty sure wood
Slow
bees
down.
are a real thing as well.
Oh God, you got him thinking.
Anyway.
He is thinking about
Bees the
bees.
thinker.
Into the merge. Let's get this fight on.
Into the merge, and here we go. Takan versus Kuronoko.
Pulling that nose in. Neither of them going to be able to pull lead for that first shot.
Chronoco aiming for the high 6, coming around with all that altitude, but Takan is already quite fast.
as well. Settling into the lead. Takan, though, looks like he's got a little bit of an offensive position in this offset rate fight. with him pulling in like this, it looks like he's making it way more severe. He's well within rate band as well. Koronoko defending by coming up, trying to realign circles, costing a little bit of his energy, but might be able to use it to realign circles here. Dekan's still nice and fast, though. He's got plenty of energy to work with as he comes up to
He's
meet
been very
Koronoko's
careful on his pulling.
more or less aligned now, so maybe slightly overlapping. You can see Takan like building up to just over 320 knots, then bleeding just above 300. He's trying
maybe
to
maybe too much offset, honestly. That's okay.
I wouldn't say too much offset, more of too much angle off. Like his circle's really wide. Granted, Koronoko's is a little bit wide. It's not nearly as wide. It's not staying as wide. Long, it's less than.
Takan cutting his engine a little bit.
He's trying to say Koronoko doing the exact same. Both of them more or less maintaining their energy while doing this. It's kind of it's more risky for Koronoko though here because he's going to be
because
every time that he does that.
They're in a more positionally disadvantageous situation than Tekken.
I mean, it might work out for him though. It looks like obviously that he's got a. It looks like Koronoko has an energy advantage over him. Yeah, but Tekken built it back up though. Look at how much further around the circle he is if he
They
wanted.
kind of just go back and forth in this situation when cutting their engines and, you know, bleeding energy. There's a mountain there as well. And like,
Well, now it looked like for a second they were going to commit to a mill power fight, but no, Koronoko's not pushing the burner. Or at least he wasn't.
Here we
Quite
go.
a while there.
Honestly, Koronoko has a lot more fuel.
It's definitely going to come into play here soon if Tekken doesn't save some. I honestly think Tekken just needs to go aggressive at this point. If Koronoko's going to cut his burner and sacrifice angles and capitalize on it, you know you're lower on fuel, just go for it.
But you have to remember Koronoko still swinging twice. So,
I mean, right from what it looks like, he's already neutralized the fight. And he might end up getting that, especially with this fuel advantage that he's built up. He's got so much more fuel. Like, Tekken's about to run out, and Koronoko can sit here on the burner for quite a while.
Yeah, I'd say 30 seconds of fuel for Koronoko.
Oh, he doesn't even need to sit on the burner anymore because Tekken's
there you go. Tekken's out.
Fuel.
Tekken's out.
Honestly, Tekken's not even flying towards the runway either.
Well, he didn't have the nose position.
Oh, Koronoko!
You gotta be
Watch
careful.
out! Oh!
Koronoko turn that engine off.
My God!
Or is it going for the resupply?
Yeah,
I would turn that afterwards.
Yeah, he's turning back in. He's gonna get himself on the runway.
Just don't.
Oh, hey!
No,
there you go. There you go. He's got it. He's got it.
Yeah, he's fine. He's gonna get that respawn.
Tekken opening this canopy. Oh, we can hear the engines whirling up in the background.
Yeah, Tekken is literally stuck in a rock corner.
It would have been funny if we kept the bombs on these planes, honestly.
I don't think there were bombs on the 15. Make it to where you can drop the fuel tank. Drop the fuel tank on them.
Yes, there you go. Very legal.
Never mind, he doesn't have a fuel tank. The conformal ones.
They're dogfighting, you see.
Oh, Tekken clearly a setting duck, and here it comes. Gunshots off of Koronoko.
Although
the mountain's saving him right now.
He had a fire break just to sit on. Koronoko couldn't quite get the angle from it. I'd give it to Koronoko anyway. Like, look at the fuel he has.
No, I don't want to do it. I like to go to bed. No, tomorrow is back day.
Well,
okay.
That sounds like a bunch of complaining. Okay, you can't bench press a Blackhawk. Okay.
There we go.
One
more.
Koronoko resets the bracket.
One more.
All right.
One more.
This one's for all the marbles, you two. The winner takes it all.
That's why I said I didn't want to wait.
Proceed
back
to your
the same plane.
Oh, this is really exciting.
No, it's going to be a good fight. The pressure's on now.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Who will take it? Takan or Koronoko? Place your bets now.
I'm biased.
At
I'm a little bit
1-800
biased towards Koronoko.
At 1-800-ACES bet.
10, 9,
As I did practice with Koronoko a lot before the tournament.
I don't know. I'm still rooting for the underdog here. You know, Tekken isn't. I'm pretty sure this is his first tournament.
There's something ironic about you rooting for the underdog, CD. I will say.
How is that the case? Like, I've been there.
I think it makes sense.
Like
Everyone's
F-15
been
tournament.
there,
That was
though.
my fight with Pico. I was the underdog in that fight, and it was awful.
Everyone's been there. Yeah, I agree. But it's always nice to see. Especially when it's someone you don't really know. Like sometimes you do have an underdog, but you've seen them practice and fight a lot, and you know their skill. Whereas an unknown factor is always interesting to see. But here we go.
The final match into the merge. Tekken playing it really aggressive, rolling it. He's gonna get nose on. Koronoko just outruns, dipping into the two circles.
Yeah, when the nails in the second turn.
Tekken disconnected. Oh my god. Rematch. He disconnected so hard that the missile missed.
It looked so sick for just a second. I was like, oh my god, he's drifting the plane. But no, he disconnected.
Someone let
It's unfortunate.
Okay, we got the disconnect. We got the disconnect call on that. Okay, cool. I was just making sure. We were like, what the fuck?
Hey, you know what? I'll go fight for him.
You are dead.
Now he can't kill us. Yeah, he can't kill the plane. It's gonna endlessly go until his account disconnects.
He's lag switching.
Do 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 do. Okay, there we go. He disconnected, so now his plane is free.
It's okay. Now we have to wait.
Listen, I'm kind of like Tekken. Okay, I could go down there and fight for him. No biggie.
Okay.
Kind of like Tekken.
It's actually CD's alt account, you see.
Yeah, exactly. I told you I was gonna get an alt for this.
A Ferrari, you could say.
No, it's actually it's a Lamborghini.
Oh, I see.
Olive.
Speaking of Ferrari, while we wait for Tekken to reconnect and go back to the final match, who's tuning into F1 tomorrow?
Yeah, Charles Leclerc on the front row. It's like P2.
Long as Hamilton knows
Under half a second at the Red Bull ring is ridiculous. All I can say.
All that matters is
But anyway.
Hamilton loses.
Hamilton got P4, I believe. Yeah, P4.
That's going to be McLaren versus Ferrari pretty much.
9, 8,
No.
7, 6.
It was Lando, Leclerc, Oscar, Hamilton.
2, 1.
8 a.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow for anybody that wants to tune in for F1 races.
Yeah.
You an ad for F1?
I could be.
What are you community? Like,
oh, yeah.
F1 is not my advertise my own community because it's cringe. I'd rather people show up because they like what we're doing than me telling them you should
feel
join
like
this.
you suck at dogfighting? Well, there's a place where the biggest sweat lords of VR chat dogfighting can teach you. Dogfight Central. You can check community tab in Black Aces server and join through there.
Listen, I can lead the horse to
Also,
water,
like,
but
helping out
there's
the
a
smaller
very
groups as well is also nice. So if you want, you can join the Black Aces.
into the merge.
Very nice. Very small.
Final match
Just
is now
starting
underway.
out.
Tekken committing to Novice and
So you
McLaren.
Oh my god!
Koronoko just getting grazed. He got grazed. It was a ricochet off his plane. Staying nice and aggressive. We're gonna see another head-on shot, maybe. Nope. That's a very, very heavily offset tube circle.
I wonder if they'll reverse if this is another neutral
Tekken
pass or
slightly
something.
faster than slightly
Yeah, but
faster
Chronoco
than
might get
Polar nose.
nose on.
Again, Tekken's getting nose on. There's the head-on again. Good lord, they both won
Hey
it.
Jonah, how's it feel to feel like me when I watch your guys' match? All right, rematch.
This is great. This is great.
Same
I'm
exact
sure
feeling.
he's like, if I'm going down, I'm taking you with me.
And again. So fun.
Dude, I'm literally playing Pokemon Go right now. Like,
At what point do you saw the trophy in half and give them both a half?
I can beat you in Pokemon Go, Rico. That's all I can. That's all I'm gonna
my
say.
coworker asked to start playing, so I was like, all right, and then I instantly swooped it.
9.
My Pokemon Emerald team would wipe the floor with all of your guys' teams. It does not matter.
4.
Don't at me.
I don't know. I disagree.
1.
Listen, level 70 Blaziken, level 70 Breloom, about to be level 70 Flygon, Gyarados, Aggron, and Dustox, alright? Like, it's
my
not
favorite
even...
legendaries to this day is still Dialga.
Why Dialga?
He's just cool and evil,
Hey, that
but
makes
also
sense.
cool.
Mine's Rayquaza.
You know
Rayquaza's
what's
pretty
not
cool.
legend? You know what's not legendary? Your bench PR. Work on that.
Listen here, alright. 2 things. 1, the helicopter was BS.
2, it was still a
There you go.
helicopter.
Instantly taking a bit slower than Koronoko. Seems like Koronoko might.
No, he's continuing to play the aggressive game. He's got a lot more speed to do it here too. He can commit to it for a couple more turns. Tekken pulling his nose around. It's looking like
Koronoko might outrun the
Konoko's
nose
just
again.
he's just fast enough to outrun it. Fast enough.
Koronoko learning from the previous fights.
He's gonna cash in on this. Work that
Here we go.
offset.
Here he goes again.
Continuing to pull.
Not quite Koronoko.
Come on, Tekken, you can do it.
It is so close.
Settling into the rate. He's watching his corner in front of his canopy. He's got offensive angles over Cornover. Cornover's not even getting his nose on anymore in this offset. Tekken might get a little bit too greedy. Don't be getting that. Homie. Just maintain it. You're doing good.
Tekken's doing a good job of being aggressive at maintaining the energy.
No, Tekken, if you can hear me, I'm rooting for you, homie. Underdog. Like, this is the underdog story. You can do it.
No, go on, Koronoko. You can do it, Koronoko.
Tekken doing a very good job of maintaining his position.
Never gives
We
up.
both got this.
Goku, are you finished?
This is not looking good for him right now. He could try to take the risk of saving fuel, but if he does, he's going to be more angles to Tekken, who's more or less right on his heels already. He's got him in the assessment window. So having Cornell going to fire with every single turn, it looks like he's getting closer and closer to the HUD. No, both of them doing a really good job. They're both maintaining their energy and their positions very, very well. And I think Cornoko's got to find some way to redefine the fight. Oh no, they definitely can. I think Cornoko's going to find a spot where he can redefine this fight. Like, that's his only shot at making this neutral and potentially winning.
Looks like
He started neutral. You can see Cornoko is maintaining his speed just a little bit better. Tekken having giving up some angles from cutting his engine so much. Almost neutral, but Tekken's still kind of winning. He's getting very slow though.
getting very slow and low right now.
This could also be a setup. He might be getting himself away.
They might realize that if there isn't enough time. Yeah, I agree.
Or an open. Into the vertical.
They're climbing.
Trying to cut into the circle. That's the... No. Now going to the deep lag. Committing to the rate
Turning his
still.
engine
No,
off.
wait, no. Look what he's done. He's got himself set
They're
up.
aligning for the runway.
He's lining himself up for the runway, but he's not giving up any position either. He's got plenty of speed. Making this next turn, he's gonna go for it. He's set up very, very nicely for it. Tekken's got to bail out. Yep, he just reversed out in front of him. Orinoco goes into the ground. Oh my God!
Watch out! Turn back in! Turn back in!
Oh no! Tekken just flipped.
Tekken!
Tekken is now
Turn
at a
that plane,
standstill.
put some left rudder into it. It's not a resupply zone. Come on.
That's not resupply.
Go get to
I
the
think
runway.
he is turning, but I don't think he's going to be able to turn hard enough.
Kurunoko
With no engine
come on.
power, he just can't steer.
onto the runway.
Roll,
There they go. We see him off to our left side.
Good Lord, yeah, he made it. That's a resupply zone right there. He's going to start getting engine power back.
There it
There
is.
he
Already has.
Hi ho, and off he goes. And all Tekken can do is just watch as his opponent regains. But look, he's stopping out right in front of him. He's like, ha, he can't do anything to me.
Imagine he shot
And
him.
now Tekken is just stuck watching as Coronoko slowly
Tekken.
drives on by and starts
Front
taking
row
off.
seat Tekken to his own death. Potential death if Kurunoko can
Tekken.
confirm it here.
Tekken, if you can hear me, pull out the Glock, start shooting at the cockpit. You can do it.
Oh my God.
It ain't over till it's over, homie. Get the sidearm.
The Coliseum and their
Imagine
people
if
want more. They want
didn't
blood.
have
There's the
ground
flares
switches
from Tekken. Kuronoko's lining it up. Here comes the shots. Air to ground strafe shots. Playing with his food.
With a pass. Watch him run out of fuel.
I think we need to let Coronoko have that victory kill.
Have their moment.
Yes.
And here they
Coronoko
come like a
down
hawk
that
hunting
line.
down a little mouse. Tekken's in
Good
trouble.
angle. Shots out.
And that's it.
I would have freaked out.
Oh my God. Kuronoko brings it all the way back from loser's bracket.
Good job,
And into
Coronoko.
winners.
Taking victory.
Nice keeps.
Nicely done.
Yes.
It comes into land with no landing gear down.
Give us some flares,
So-
Coronoko.
Yes, give us some flares.
Yes.
Little light show.
Flares.
You know, I'm gonna keep.
There they are. The big
Yeah.
Alright, doesn't land the next turn killing him.
You can turn him into a really big flare with a funny button.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Alright, looks like he's not coming back, so
And that's
Okay.
it, folks.
alright, Coronoko, go ahead, head up to the stage to claim your prize.
Actually, I really want to watch this.
I want to watch this.
I haven't even seen it. I have no clue what's going on.
I haven't seen it either.
Okay.
Go on up to the stage, Coronoko.
This is me trusting non.
No, that right there is scary enough. You're gonna have
He's gonna press the
F-15Ks, the Korean F-15s. Oh, okay, they're playing it now. Be on the lookout. Who knows? what
Stand
that
kind of
is.
down in front of it as the crowd would. Follow Cosmos's instructions as you approach the stage. We will.
I don't hear or see anything.
I don't know. Non.
Oh,
Yeah,
top.
Don, which way do
Toggle
they
it.
face, by the way? Which way should they face?
Oh, okay. Hold
There
on,
we
there's
go.
something.
Oh!
Okay, he started it. We're going. We're going. Where's it at? I hear the music.
I can hear them coming from the left. Looks like they're coming up around that mountain. Maybe.
Use a really good fucking song for it too.
For real, I fucking
Oh! Enter stage center. Here they come.
There it is.
There it is.
Congratulations, Coronoko. Well deserved.
Congratulations, boss.
Yes, very good job. Coronoko.
knows why I always say.
There you are, ladies and
when they first joined, and now they've won. It's fabulous to see.
Hold on, Rico. Let me do the sound effect myself.
I'm gonna go down.
Well, absolutely, go ahead. Well, ladies and gentlemen, first place, Gura Noko taking this whole victory for the F-15C tournament, or intermediate tournament, but I'm going to go ahead and hand it off to Rico.
All right.
This is Andy signing off.
You got yours.
Thank you. I think we already have the photos of Curl with the trophy.
he's giving away.
Someone grabbed it? I think someone grabbed it. So now we're gonna take a group photo. Everyone on the stage. Everyone on the stage. Short people in the front.
Oh my god.
Tall people in the back.
I'm trying to get a photo.
Okay.
I need less people around me. I've got culling on.
Are you still trying to get the photo? Oh, sorry. I thought you already had it.
I've got a photo.
Okay, this way? Right here? Come this way?
Rebo, get your butt on the
Come
stage.
this way, right here. Right here.
Right this way, right this way.
Right here. Alright, everybody gather around. Everybody gather around. Short people in the front, tall people in the back.
Everyone else who's lost, get on the side.
Hold your trophy.
Where is VTO?
Yeah, good.
I'm trying to grab I'm trying to grab
I think Stag's taking the photo, right? Stag taking the photo.
There you go. There you go.
Maybe. But you know what? I'm gonna think he said yes.
His avatar.
And you can't tell me now.
Cornoco, I'm gonna hold this out for a second.
Okay. Oh, Bamboo's not here. I can't.